something we'll definitely want to make sure is that our levels are... Make sure that it's... Yeah, it looks like the mic's about where it should be, so hopefully most of those settings carried over.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep.
Nice.
All
I
of
know.
this is going to be very, play by ear. Yep.
Quite loud. And maybe less in the game, but...
Yeah. Probably good if we raise ours slightly. Sorry, like on the,
Oh.
Yeah, our actual... That should be fine.
Yep.
Indeed, it is Dice.
Dice.
I haven't made stream announcements on my phone before. Weird. Alright, well, we'll see how this goes.
Feel set.
Should be good. We had to spend a little bit of time to get a clean file on this. It was a bit of a faff, but we got there.
Yeah, so, you got a game. We got you the game for your birthday, I think?
I believe so, yes.
So we've been playing it together, since November. Like, a bit at a time. But we figured we wanted a whole new one for the stream.
Yeah,
So
I figured
we're
we'll
on-
start with a totally fresh save file, unlock everything organically.
And we're on my Steam account, but when I logged into my Steam account and opened up the game through sharing, it unlocked everything and most of the achievements.
Yeah, because she
and-
was on the same
I was on his
user
computer,
file on my
yeah.
computer. It just looked at the save
the
files that
cloud
we had done
file,
together.
Yeah, the cloud downloaded his files. So we've had to do some shenanigans in order to get a fresh file while also not deleting our off-stream our file.
regular game file, but we managed.
There's not a lot of stuff, but we've managed. We're in a fresh file. Let's jump in and do some Dicey.
Yes, so if you've never seen this game before, it's kind of similar to the deck building type games like Slay the Spire and things like that.
You might have to move over a little bit. You're a little bit quieter than me.
Yeah, I kind of thought that might be the case. But instead of building up a deck, for the most part, you actually end up rolling dice and collecting equipment, and it's really, really interesting.
It's good fun.
All the different things that it does for you.
We've
so.
had a lot of fun playing this together, so hopefully this is brand new, fresh. Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. Let's get acquainted. We'll go through a little tutorial thing here, and then it'll spit us out for realsies.
Let us know about volume. I suspect it's still a bit too loud.
Yeah, feel free and tell us if we're getting drowned out or anything.
Our dreams or our nightmares.
Good God. Lady Luck.
I love a labyrinth of endless terror.
Big fan of those things. EW, thank you so much for the resub.
Oh, no.
Meet our first boy, or our first dice, I guess.
Indeed, an important part of the dungeons.
Dungeons and/or dices.
True, dungeons and or dice.
Whoa, I'm a dice.
That's how this works, dear. Oh, I love secret emptiness. And eternal imprisonment in the hands of fate.
I do like this setup.
What?
Especially gets literally everything out of the way.
What? Huh? Is it, huh? What is the warrior here? He's here for a monster truck. Hell yeah. You want to lift that monster truck? You want to be able to
Obviously.
lift a monster truck, right?
Super strength is worthless if you don't have a monster truck to lift with it.
And why are we against you? It's too late to change our mind. Alright, so we're gonna go through a little tutorial. We know how to play the game, but we figured it was probably good to just,
Introduce everyone who hasn't
one,
played
you
the
can't
game.
really see the intro without the tutorial. So...
And two, it moves pretty quickly. Like, we're
Yes.
gonna be in the real game pretty
We've actually
soon.
done a lot of the challenge runs. We'll show that off.
Yes, we're just gonna keep going. Playing all the episodes we feel like, whenever we feel
It
like.
does get very difficult.
Yes.
Oh, I'm just gonna turn turn down the music volume.
Mm-hmm. That's probably a good idea, yeah.
Okay, let's drag dice. Yeah, Doom Eternal's on this stream. How did you know?
He is egg.
The sword just does damage based on the dice number you put in.
Yes, every turn you're gonna roll some number of dice and use them in the equipment that you've got.
I think this is mostly scripted.
Yes, this is entirely scripted.
I think like right at the end it might not be, but
The warrior's ability that we went through there is to re-roll a dice. And you
reroll
can
a
do
dice 3 times.
it 3 times a turn.
And turn.
Which kind of makes the warrior completely busted, and there's a reason that he's the first class
Yeah.
that you get.
Alright, so we have a limit break. Ours is Fury. It doubles next action. It makes you do it before you even find out what your sword's gonna be. But we're gonna do 12 damage.
And murder.
Can I?
Yes.
Down a bit more still. So there are apples on the field we can eat to restore our health. And Batlax.
And chests have fun shit.
It's another enemy. Alright, so yes, the Batlax does 2 times dice damage, and it has a max of 4, so this will come up often. There are often conditions on using weapons, like
Yep.
even odds, max 4, min.
All dice are 1 to 6 style dice, by the way. So it's important to know that basically all probability that you work out in this game is going to come down to, you know, a 1 in 6 roll. Which actually makes it a really, like, easy probability space to reason about.
So he has even, he'll do 6 damage and burn 1 dice.
Yep, Blood Bowl math.
Alright, so burn is if we want to use this dice, it's gonna do 2 damage to us.
The game design is, or the, like, way that everything looks in this game is quite strong for that sort of thing.
Not gonna let me, huh? Yeah. Fair enough.
You can annihilate them.
I will do. If you're taking damage from burn, can put up your fury.
Yep.
It's all damage.
Yeah, any kind of damage you receive will
Alright.
actually feed into your
We
power.
level, we got more health, we got extra dice. You also heal to full when you level, which is very important.
Very useful.
Alright, so we got 2 chests. We're grabbing a matchstick, burns 1 dice, reusable. And bump, dice value 1.
Bump is very good, and we will see why soon.
So yeah, you have 6 slots. Some weapons are doubles. Always double vertical, I believe.
Yes.
And some are just 1. So you can mix and match. You have other equipment you can have on. As long as you fill the space. Let's attack the Jester. Buddy. Hey there, buddy. Secret.
What was that?
What? No, I'm not
Rude.
gonna die. One
So,
thing I don't think I did is you can actually, yeah, oh yeah,
Ah,
it just does
it
it
doesn't
here.
let you
Right,
know that
it's letting you
until
know it's in
now.
here. So you can actually look to see at your enemy and what they can do. He's got, his changes every turn, and now it's odds for his dice, so... Alright.
Hello, game face. So you can show off why bump is really powerful here. If you bump a 6, you actually get the 6 back, and you get a 1. And with the warrior's combat roll, that literally means you get another dice to just do whatever you want with.
Can't really do very much with it here.
Yep.
Nice, I'm gonna use the dice I burned. Boo! Alright, well, we rolled all 1s anyway. So Frozen turns the highest dice rolled at 1s.
Yeah, the Jester here is sort of a little tutorial, perfect, on all the different status effects. Yeah, we actually got to use everything there. Let's see what he got this time. Buzzer.
We get a lot of shot, but we did do 2 damage via burn. We can mosey over status effects to see what they do. So shock here. We got 3, so yeah. Disables random equipment, you have to use dice to unlock.
Yeah. Be able to get his dice back from the bump, but that really wouldn't do anything for us.
No, I like that, actually.
It just puts us in the exact same position we were.
Nope. I like that just fine.
That does work.
Burn, burn. This is basically the only damage he can do to us in this tutorial is...
Yeah, the Jester
burning
doesn't
us.
really get damage. Does he have
we
another
win.
thing? Yes.
I don't think so. Yeah, oh yes, he has weakness.
I think he cycles through the same set of stuff, but we're not gonna see all that because he's dead.
Because he's dead. Maths is very important. When we get into the actual game, we'll be doing a lot of maths.
Yes.
I'm failing at doing maths.
It'll be great.
Alright, beat the Jester. Alright, into the trapdoor we go. Alright, so now we just start a run. Whoop. There we go.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a minute to go through that. Worth noting, you can't walk through enemies, which means that you have to fight them if you want whatever's behind them.
Yes.
You are allowed to not fight enemies, though, as long as you make it to the end of the dungeon.
Interesting. I don't know.
Wouldn't really do anything
two
for us.
bumps.
We don't have much action right
No.
now.
Alright, we have 2 health, so we don't want to take the health. We're gonna level up after this fight. We'll probably see
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll
no
get
rush.
there. I wouldn't worry about it. We'll see all the status effects at some point. So yeah, we're gonna level up in 2. We get experience based on what level you are. So you fight a level 2 monster, you get 2 experience. You also get money, which we'll spend at the shop. 1 per fight. Double bump could be good, but we don't have anything to do with it right now. The problem is we really only have 2. If we get rid of like the matchsticks, we only have like 2 uses for our dice.
Yeah, like if we find something smaller, then you might be able to fit the bump
Well,
in there.
actually, that's just...
This turn is perfect already,
That's just
though.
perfect. 4 to do 8 damage in the battle axe, 6 in the sword, and then... Even here, what I probably could have done was bump up to 6, and then potentially got another even
yeah.
for a burn, but...
Yep. And it's good to like kind of
Oh,
plan out your turns like that.
I should have a look at every enemy, actually. Well, we haven't fought them before. We fought them before, but you guys haven't.
We know
fought
what they
them
do,
before.
but just to show them all.
Okay, so Venus Flytrap. Do damage on 6 restore stuff. So you put a 6 in there, you get 2 health back. She can also add 4 poison. We will definitely see poison at some point because we
Tons
love
and tons
poison.
of poison.
Love poison. Dryad is strongest poison, which means Dryad takes half damage from poison.
But we'll get there.
We'll get there. Alright, I think we win.
Oh. We don't even have to spend our
So,
fury.
you kind of don't want to use your fury if you can kill without using it.
Yep.
Because you keep that for the next fight. There could be a track that was glitched. Who knows?
So as you level up, you will get more, basically you'll get stronger. Sometimes you'll get more dice, sometimes you'll get to pick.
To be fair, I don't really like either of these.
That's fair. It's worth noting that the rewards that you choose actually affect the kind of items that drop later.
Do they?
Well, this will kind of become more obvious when you get into a run that's like, you pick either if you want to do poison stuff or shock stuff, and then you start seeing
Does it
way
actually
more.
do that?
In some of the later runs, I'd be shocked if it didn't.
I mean, I don't know. We haven't. I would say that for sure. Don't take that as gospel because we haven't like looked that up or anything. But... True upgrade boomerang isn't bad, but I don't like to do damage to yourself.
It is at
all.
least a smaller slot.
It is a small slot. I'm not sure we're gonna use either of these, but maybe the boomerang.
Potentially, yeah. I like doing damage.
The thing about the spiked shield, the shield isn't very good.
If you have payoffs for shield, it's pretty good. The real problem with the spike shield is it's big.
Yeah. Ooh, broadsword. Okay, so we've got... So these are numbers, so you have to put dice in there to match up to 16. You can do this over several turns.
Yeah, it holds its old value. We've seen
Blight-
enemies use them before.
Blight's good. I mean, it's... 24 is a lot. If you upgrade it, it's much better. Double poison and a poison deck. Pretty good. But we don't have a poison build. I'm probably just gonna replace our sword with a broadsword because it's literally...
It's just a straight upgrade.
It's literally just a better sword. You put 6 in, you do 8 damage. So we might as well just have a better sword.
Or bigger damage.
I'd love to reduce one of these in size so I can kick the matchstick and put the sword back in, you know? I'm not sure, do we replace the matchstick with a boomerang?
Oh, yeah, that seems fine.
But yeah, you can kill yourself, and that is something I don't like. Health is a very scarce resource in this game.
Yep.
I don't like doing damage to myself. Right,
You know what makes the boomerang really good?
What?
Armor.
True. Armor isn't great, though.
Almost everything has its place in this game. You want to reroll that one?
Yeah, I think I'll reroll the 1.
Want to reroll that 5?
I'll reroll a 5. Oh, beautiful. I can Fury the Battle Axe. Or they actually do the same damage now.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and use Fury before you do the attack.
The warrior's ability Fury actually gives you the status Fury,
Yes.
which doubles your, which is like, use your next equipment
Do not
twice.
use it and then bump.
It will do that.
It will bump twice,
Yep.
which can be useful, but can must be that.
I wonder if that would give you an extra dice.
Only roll. Go ahead and roll. We'll do 5 to ourselves, but we can. And there's an apple, so we actually.
Yeah, that's totally fine, I think.
That's fine. The apple otherwise just goes to waste.
Exactly.
We need to-
Smacked at the end.
Yeah, so if we go out to the next level, the health goes away. You don't have access to shops from lower levels.
Every time you go down a level, the previous map is just gone forever.
Yeah, Fury Brimming 6 would give...
A 6 and 2
1.
1s.
Yeah.
So it can be worth it if you have, you know,
Oh yeah,
if you just want to spend
If you
dice.
have a lot of things to do with your dice, yeah, Bump 2 uses a Phantom dice. It gives you a lot of dice.
Yep.
But unless you have a lot to do with that dice, you know, it's not really worth it. Like, it wouldn't have done as much damage because we only have a broadsword, a battle axe.
The big thing about this build, and the reason we aren't running 2 bumps already, is that we'd rather have more action. We'd rather be able to do things. Boyrit. Take a look at that boy.
Alright, so he's got Pirate Hook match 5. He uses 4 in it, he can reuse it.
He only gets
Cannon
2 dice,
fire.
incidentally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the number of dice. Then. Cannon fire does 2 damage, inflict 1 burn. Fair enough. No matter what dice he puts in here, he'll do 2 damage.
Yep, and a burn. Also useful to note that dice don't carry over across turns. If you don't use your mana, you lose it.
Generally speaking, dice are useless if you don't have anything to do. I'm a bit leery of using this
Fair.
right now, but
10 damage to him sounds
I
nice.
think we actually win if I bump the...
Yeah, that will happen.
I'm gonna do 5 damage to myself, but we win, so...
Winning is the best medicine.
Oh,
We even
Fury
gave
for
ourselves
the next
Fury.
one. Not Fury Boomerang. Probably don't even bother grabbing health.
We're fine,
fix at
yeah.
5. Yeah, this. Oh, wow, this is an upgrade.
Yes, we will see upgrades soon. Oh, once we
Fireman.
fight our way through these.
Nice. Alright.
Enemies will only have 1 innate ability, incidentally,
Okay,
if
so there's
any.
2 fireballs. Burn 2 damage and burn 1 dice. I could just Fury that battle axe. Right
Seems
off
perfectly
the bat.
reasonable. Don't really think we're gonna get any more damage than that. Other than using the boomerang, which is hilarious.
Yeah, we can win. We're gonna heal after this fight, right?
I always have trouble keeping track of that, but I think so. That does 12 damage plus the 7.
Good.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna do it. We're gonna heal. Actually, this is more damage. With more
Right.
damage to ourselves, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be 10 plus 8. We both kill him. Like, if we were worried about our health, I would do it the other way around. Like, 5 in here.
Well, you might as well just do it. Oddly enough, as long as they're dead, they're dead.
Good. That does 1 less damage to ourselves. I'm still
Yep.
killing him.
Yeah, and you really want to, like, eke as much value as possible out of pretty much everything.
I don't really like the boomerangs. That's something we'll use very often.
Oh, we can see what's in that chest.
We have more dice. Right, we have 4 dice now. Let's see what's in this chest. Like, we do not have a poison build.
Blight, whether you want it or not.
Oh, by the way, as you level, these give you more health.
Yes, they are a percentage of your health.
Alright, hello, sorceress. Her in this game is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. What's her deal?
Cauldron. She does 1 damage, gets new dice. Infliction does 3 damage, and odds 2 damage. Dice. She's dice.
Cauldron is a card we're going to come to appreciate soon.
It's very good.
Soothe Moss, we're doing good.
Alright, I feel like we just go ahead and do damage.
Blow her up, because we are going to heal up, yeah.
Not just fact, but we have the,
Yeah.
we have apples.
We have all the apples, and we might as well use them.
Okay.
Perfect. Also perfect.
We gave ourselves Fury by hitting ourselves.
Yep.
That is the other thing with Boomerang with the Warrior. He will give himself Fury. And again, we might as well just snap up both of these.
Yep, no reason not to. They'll go to waste otherwise. Let's see what's on the menu.
Alright, another Boomerang. Iron Shield, Snowball.
Snowball could be interesting. It can do 1, 3, or 5 damage. Freezes can be nice.
It costs like nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it.
That's fair. We might or might not use it, but...
Alright, upgrades. So...
Every piece of equipment in this game has a neutral version, a plus version, and a minus version.
Yeah.
Forges upgrade dice, and they always upgrade them to the same, or equipment, and always upgrade them to the same thing.
Yeah, so I like Battle Axe Plus because it
Yes.
becomes small. Boomerang, like, yeah, it becomes
Consistent
3
damage
to
rather than
yourself,
doing
rather
6
than,
to
like, you
yourself.
can put 6 in there and you'll do 3 damage.
Yep.
Dicey is a fairly long game,
So,
but...
like, it's a very drop and pick upable game. Like, the runs themselves only have 6 floors. You can actually see it on the bottom right there.
Yep.
You fight a boss, and then that runs over forever. But there are episodes that kind of change up how the game is played. There's a ton of enemies that don't really start showing up until later, and that you have to fight differently each time.
There's hard modes, but yeah, every run, a run is about an hour to an hour and a half usually
About-ish,
for
yeah.
us. Less if you lose.
Oh,
Trials of Adamant.
Never mind then.
Whoops. Alright, so we can also have a look at that's +1.
It's a flat 1 damage, which isn't too
Matchstick
bad.
gets rid of the even.
Show off bump as well, because that's
Sort of
different.
I did, yes.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
2 uses this turn. And Blight reduces that to
By
a much
6.
less terrible one. I feel like the thing is I like Battle Axe,
Yes.
like small.
I was always going to push for Battle
I
Axe
was-
because we actually have so many dice right now.
I would probably do that and then put the sword in over the boomerang. As good as it is for burst damage, again, I hate killing it.
Fair enough. If you're going to fight for that, I'm fine with it.
It's either that or upgrading the boomerang so it does less damage to us. So these are two options. If I do the battle axe, it's putting the sword in. Mostly because what else? Snowball's not amazing.
Yeah, it would either be like swapping the sword or put in...
We don't ever use the boomerang. Do you want to do boomerang plus?
Sure.
It's something we never use.
Here's something kind of big about this game. You can really just experiment and try things, you know? Like, there's builds that are safer and more optimal than others, but like, any run is only going to be 6 floors.
It's right, we were taking a break from Eternal because it wasn't going very well. So, we're dicing. Right, we got the vacuum, who has chest and health. Selena, we got the Rhino Beetle,
We've
and...
got that fucking shop, which we will get to in a few
Have
fights.
we ever used that? I mean, apart from
Once
one
or
time we did
twice.
it accidentally. I don't
I
think
think
ever
we've
used
done
it
it once or
purpose.
twice on purpose, but we'll talk about it.
Alright, so we're probably going to do the vacuum. Kristen doesn't have anything behind her. This has a
Chest and an apple.
So we're going to have to fight all 3 of these to level and get our full health.
Generally speaking, you want to fight everything, but if you're gonna die, sometimes it can be better to pop out. We'll see at the end something important about fighting everything. Indeed, we are fighting the D-back.
Okay, I'm trying to maths this in a way. Like, I'm wondering if we could Fury kill it. Like, I know we can Fury kill it if we use the boomerang. With a bump 6.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just gonna go ahead and
That seems fine.
I'm gonna ahead and do that.
We'll do 6 damage to ourselves, but that's not
So
too
I'm
much.
I'm wondering if we can do it without doing 6 damage to ourselves. Can we do 14 damage?
24. Yeah, you can, I think.
Oh yeah, so do I bump a battle axe?
Because that turns into a 16
12.
damage
Yeah.
plus another
yeah.
8. Yeah, I think
More
you
than
get there.
enough. Alright, so 3. Yeah, and I think if I can do, it doesn't really matter what. Like I just put 6 in here because I do 3 to myself regardless. So.
Exactly. That's kind of the thing the boomerang buys us here.
This game is a lot of math.
We can dump everything.
Great fun, this game.
I really like it because it's very good at like being very concrete about probabilities.
Staff. You put in 8 and you deal 6 and burn 1.
So it does about 8 damage, but you know, asterisk is the way to put that. It can be quite awkward to use for reasons that we'll kind of get into as we go on.
I keep not
longer.
looking at enemies, but we'll look at Crystalina. Crystalina is weird. So 4 dice, 6 to create a random crystal weapon.
We'll get to see what those do.
So we'll see what the random crystal weapons are. Alright. Okay, I feel like I bump. I think I reroll a 5 and see what happens.
Seems fair. We already got the 5.
I kind of want to bump both a 5 and
Yeah,
a
I
3
know.
here.
We tried.
I tried. Alright,
And that will happen.
the music's very
sometimes.
good, but this game is great. Honestly,
It
music
feels
and
so much
everything,
fun to
but-
like just be in this world.
Alright, well I feel like it's bumping the 3 into 4, 6 in here, and 4 in here, and a 5 in here.
Yep. That's probably the most damage we can do.
I think that is damage. Do we just win? I don't think so. It's not 4.
No, because Crystalina actually has a buttload of health. Bonk.
Alright. Warrior is all about damage. Alright, so can I get 2
The
crystal?
warrior sort of just shits out
Or
damage.
using Hollow Crystal does damage. Alright, and she can get much nastier crystals.
Yes. The more that you play this game, the more that you start to see like patterns in the AI as well. We'll save those for later streams. You wanted a 3, right?
I did. I really did. 1 of 3. Alright, well I feel like
That's
I can...
probably a win, right?
Yep.
At this point, our weapons are so powerful that it's hard to worry too much. The warrior is very straightforward to play. You sort of just roll your bad dice into good dice.
Crystal! Crystal!
There are definitely characters that are a bit less straightforward and you have to do
Oh,
weirder things for.
God, yes. Alright, we're gonna grab this health because we're gonna level up after this fight.
Yeah, every run kind of has a cadence to it where it's like, okay, I know I'm gonna level like this here, so I should spend my health here kind of way.
Well, I'm gonna Fury the Boomerang.
Yeah, we can spend all of our health as a resource right now.
And we can just do the maximum amount of damage we can
Oh my
do in a
God.
turn. But yeah, sometimes the enemies say things before and after combat. We're gonna get some real good ones. Bump! Woo!
God, we just did 40 damage.
Yeah, so he has a battle axe and he has beetle head, but we haven't seen lock yet. What lock does is it just locks your first dice. So we wouldn't be able to use this one.
Yep, takes a dice away from you.
Alright, we're not even gonna bother furying. We're gonna go ahead and
Save that for later. In general, if you know you're going to take damage, you want to use your. It's better to use your power.
If it was living and we know it would do damage to us, use your power because otherwise that damage isn't going to work. Well, fuck that.
We have no shield stuff.
So yeah, this is kind of the payoff of shield. The shield on itself isn't very good.
It's kind of in general in these sorts of games, building up shield isn't going to do anything for you unless you have a payoff associated with that. if you can blow them the fuck up, then you're
So
pretty
I think
happy.
here it's battle axe, and then we see about putting another one of our things in, like the snowball.
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Like, snowball is good enough, especially as like a single piece of equipment to fit in. It's just more damage.
We
And
have 4 dice. We quite
We are
often
doing
have,
so much
we quite
damage.
often have a dice left
yes.
over.
Yeah, we're actually very rarely using bump for its proper thing, which is generating another dice.
Generating another dice with a 6. Alright, this, I don't...
This is a trade.
Do I want to give up my broadsword for a whip? This isn't actually the worst trade we've ever seen, but...
No. Usually it's trading things for spatulas.
God, I know, yeah, right. How many spatulas have we been offered by her? Like, all of them? 7? So the whip is actually pretty decent. If you do the damage, and then if you use 6, you inflict burn. It's a pretty good one. It's no,
There's sort
it's
of
not
a-
as good as the broadsword.
There's sort of a class of weapons that take up 2 slots and do raw damage from your dice with various effects tacked on.
Do not accidentally click deal and no deal, which are the same color and very easy to fuck that up.
I've done that. Very badly.
It being fire damage is relevant sometimes, yes.
Yes,
Like
there are a
burn,
bunch of enemies weak to burn.
like this guy. Hello.
Speaking of,
Got an upgrade, we got chest, we got shop.
Paper Knight.
Paper Knight's not that bad on this.
No.
Paper Knight is much more annoying and hard.
This was definitely the hard mode run from hell right there.
It was, yeah, that was
Like,
it.
if we got that set of enemies.
Alright,
Alrighty.
so the Wicked Man is weak to fire, so it actually would take double damage from that way.
Yep.
I still wouldn't give up the broadsword.
Yeah, weak means double damage, strong against means half damage in general.
So it has the Venus Flying Trap again, and it has this Wicker Staff deal 9 damage, burn 2 dice. Especially a better version of the Alright, I feel like we can Fury. I might Fury that Boomerang, just doing an absolute fuck ton of damage.
Yeah, I mean, there's a small chance we can one-turn kill him with that Fury. I'm not sure, but...
I'm not gonna do the maths on it, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I feel
I like our odds.
Okay, here we go. Battle axe.
5 in the snowball. Because it's the maximum we can do. Let's him down to
With
7.
the 5 in the... That's 7 damage, fine. That wins. Okay, if I bump the 4
into
and
a
put it in
5,
broadsword.
yeah. Yeah, the improved boomerang is ridiculous. When you're doing 6 damage to yourself every time, it's not nearly as good. When it's the flat 3, it's like...
It's also, like, do not take that in hard mode. You cannot afford to be hitting yourself in higher difficulties at this game. Your health is such a resource. I don't even know I want to upgrade now.
They're pretty much all, like, flat ones. The bump is actually quite nice.
So yeah, the staff now does 8 damage for 8. Which is good. You kind of want to match your dice with it. The sword is just a worse version of the broadsword.
Yep. In all aspects. So yeah, I mean...
Is it broadsword? Basically, broadsword and snowball do the same. They
are,
add 1 damage.
Yeah, identical.
The bump would give us 2 uses. Again, I'm not entirely sure that's... It's good. By the way,
It's-
bump plus is good. But for our deck, we only have 4 dice and 4 uses of that deck.
The one thing I would say is it does kind of invalidate low rolls.
We do have the reroll on the
smooths
board.
out. Oh, no, but like, it's basically like, the extra dice roll is really nice for a little extra damage, as are the broadsword and snowball. So I think they're actually all about roughly equivalent. The broadsword is better than the snowball because it's
doesn't
more
have
open.
Yeah.
it
Alright, let's
doesn't have a
upgrade
restriction.
the broadsword. I can't believe we got 3 upgrades. It's a lot of upgrades to get around.
Yep.
I should have checked this chest first. Ooh, chocolate cookie. That's Fury again.
Yes.
You can definitely do some shit with that, but I feel like our setup is...
Honestly, we do enough damage.
Our setup is doing just fine, frankly.
The gargoyle. This is a high-level enemy, and he is a fucker.
He's a fucker.
Take a quick look at him.
No, min 3, so it has to be a 3 or higher.
Yes.
3, 4, 5, or 6. It does 3 damage and he rerolls with a lower value. So if he puts a 4 in, it can be a 3, 2, or 1. If he gets a 1, he can lock your dice. 2 uses this turn. Your Cookies of Fury in the box, you can stack with Fury, but it's really awkward because it's 12. So it is a useful card. It does.
It's
do
fairly good,
shit,
yes.
But we kind of want to upgrade it.
But at the moment, we honestly have enough power.
We're doing very well. So yeah, he can just sort of snowball and just fuck around hard. Alright. Let's go ahead and reroll that one.
We won't get to hard for a while.
Could I reroll it?
Gonna reroll that one.
God damn it. Well, we
This
can
is
put it in the
fine.
snowball, I guess.
Yep.
Alright, the question is, what do I bump? 5 into 6 for that.
Yeah, it seems fine.
We wanted to do one of the twos.
Yeah, and I think they are exactly the same.
And we've already got a
damage-wise,
4, so.
Yep. It's somewhat unlucky, but honestly, the way that the probabilities tend to work in this game, you will see just about every
It doesn't
possible
actually
situation.
matter which way around we do this.
Yep.
We have Unit Frozen, which will make him lock one of our dice, by the way.
Yes.
So, Frozen is not... It's okay, it stops him doing damage, but it means
It's important to note that he only has...
he will lock 2 of it.
Yeah, like, but he did no damage to us. So, like, we actually come out ahead on that trade. It's generally fine, unless you need a lot of your dice to lock a gargoyle, or to freeze a gargoyle. Because, like, we basically just got a free turn there, you
Did I
know?
reroll a 4?
Yeah, that seems fine. Ah, beautiful. You can bump that, too.
Alright. I think we win because of that, actually.
So, like I said, freezing him was an actively good thing there.
We did more damage to ourselves.
It's important to consider that sort of thing,
Yeah.
but it's actually very good that we, you know, like sometimes it's like, oh wait, I just keep initiative and he doesn't do any damage.
I'm
to
taking
me.
on the Kraken because it gets access to the shop.
Yes. Yeah, the Paper Knight is just going to be there to let us level. She's not blocking anything. It's
Nope.
really useful.
Yeah, I think I re-roll that.
Hit him.
God damn it. Alright.
This is fine.
So, the Kraken is a very, very annoying enemy. So, to the point where I'm considering furying the Battle Axe just to do a bit more damage.
That's
this turn.
reasonable. Let's not talk about the effects until they get done to us.
Yeah, we've got Blind, we've got
Because
Curse,
he has a bunch.
and Overwhelm. The Kraken is such a fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Was he worse? Did they nerf him? He's fine. That's a shit. I'm going to Fury the Battle Axe. I think.
Yeah, seems fine.
Like, we honestly want this guy dead. Very, very dead. He's done a lot of damage
We will
to
kill him next turn.
Oh boy.
Oh good, we get to explain both blind and curse.
Curse. All equipment has a 50% chance to fail, disappears once triggered. So, a bit of equipment will fail. Once it's failed, you're fine, but you just have to just do something and hope it doesn't.
You basically, when you're dealing with curse, have to figure out what would be the least bad thing to fail here.
Oh, we cannot see dice values. Funnily enough, if we re-roll a blind dice, it will still be blind.
Yes. You can't illegally play a blind dice. So if it isn't, like if we were to try to put it in the snowball, it would tell us 1, 3, or 5 only. That means we now know that it's even. That was a
Damn
1.
it. I mean, damn it, they didn't break it.
Yeah. We do have bum.
Killing me, game.
It's fine. We actually guarantee
We win.
to kill him.
We win. Goodbye.
This is fine.
Now the 2-use limit to overwhelm.
Oh, wow.
Shit, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Kraken is an absolute shit. We're gonna level after the Paper Knight, so we'll take that health.
Yep, we'll check the shop just in case we see anything. Sometimes you get something that makes your build.
Upgrades. Alright,
Sometimes
well,
you get an upgrade.
we also get health, which can be very good. In a lot of later levels, you are so struggling for health. You want it. We've seen Curse. Curse is nasty.
Yolanda's got some amazing products in stock today.
She sure does. Alright, Snowball?
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had a run where we've had 4 bits of upgrade
Plus
gear.
equipment. Yeah, it's kind of amazing.
We have had a run when we were bigger. Paper Knight is weak to fire. So Paper Knight, I don't think can actually kill us.
Nope. The thing about Paper Knight is they have a huge amount of burst damage, but they literally have a limit on how much damage they can do.
Yep. So 9 damage, loses 2 each use. So there's only a set amount of damage that they can even do to you. But if you come in with low health,
Yep, it's terrifying because, you know, if they're doing 9 and then 7, that's 16
she
damage.
She can slow you down with the locking. She can lock 2 dice a turn. You can really just gum up your works.
That said, we are not going to have that problem. I'll be right back.
I'm actually probably not gonna re-roll anything here. I'm just gonna do the maximum. Just gonna leave it as a 3 for Snowball Classic. 6 in the Boomerang, 6 in the Broadsword, 4 in the Battle Axe. Like, the only thing better than this would be a 5. The Carver Sword does bottom out at 1 damage, so you can lose the fight. But it's very rare when she starts doing 1 damage to you. But yeah, she can just... Oh, very annoying. Do you think we win though? Keep that Fury for the boss fight. Well, it's not fair. Bye bye. Alright, level 6, max health by 4. We get an extra dice we can't use. Yes, bumping a 6 does get you a 6 or a new 1 dice. Yep. 100%.
It's very good.
It's very good. We just don't have anything to do. We only have four things.
There are only 4 actions we can take. We will play a character later who gets a lot more from having many dice, and sometimes you can play the warrior in a way where you get a lot from dice.
Yes, if we have a lot of reusable.
But we don't really have that right now.
Hey,
we just want more bigger number. And it's worth noting that 5 dice is good for us because it means that we get to just take the 4 best dice that we have for our setup. Rolling more dice is basically always better. Yes, we have fought Audrey before. Not very often though.
No, I think maybe once. 74, 4 dice, limit break. Alright, Earthquake. Okay, we're probably gonna see weaken in this fight. So we'll explain when that happens. So 6 damage and weaken 3, but then
and headbutt.
Even do that damage to use his turn to watch. You can like pump out some damage to us. Alright, go ahead and reroll 1.
That's a
1. Alright, so bump a 5 here. Put on damage like pumping out iron. I feel like we Fury the Boomerang. It's 6 damage ourselves, but it's 24 damage.
Oh yeah, no, we come out on top there.
You know, that doing 12 damage to you is a lot of damage for you to take.
Yeah, taking 12 damage
74 versus
6
44 health.
Huge.
Yeah. Alright, so the Battle Axe. And here it doesn't really matter again which way around we do.
Yep.
Dice. Damage. And we've done 44 damage turn, 1 turn.
You really want to come out
Freeze
swinging at
is
bosses.
actually really good for her. It stops her from using Headbutt and it stops the build on Earthquake.
A lot of bosses have a status effect that absolutely destroys them.
Freeze always attacks the highest dice as well. So we're gonna see Weaken. Here we go. Weaken. Temporarily weakens random equipment. Equipment becomes less powerful. So here's the minus.
It turns it into a minus, and this is how you see minuses.
Yes. So Battle Axe and Boomerang are now max 3. I also got rid of the 3, so we can only do 3.
Yeah.
Snowball is now odd to do that damage, so yes. A 6 is almost just going straight into that broadsword.
Basically the only place
I
it can go.
I wonder if we do 3 to do damage ourselves to get Fury. It's ready
Ooh,
2 HP.
yeah, let's do that. So self-damage is actually fairly useful when it hurts your, when it's gonna push your gauge over.
So I think we can win. I don't care about getting another dice.
Our dice are perfect right now, is the thing.
We don't need any more dice than we already have.
We can re-roll that too, but again, we could also just use the bump to turn it into a 3 and then do the best damage we possibly can get.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we can win. I'm pretty sure we win. Hello, goodbye. Oh yeah, we bump for other dice all the time. In this run, you don't want to.
There was no point.
There's no point.
Bump is much better used here for turning dice into the values we want them, you know?
Yep.
We are super strong.
You sure are, buddy. What do you mean, no?
You saw what I did to Audrey there.
Yeah, this is a brand new game.
We basically started a totally new game. We've played a lot of this game.
We've played, god, at this point, like 27 episodes or something like that. I might actually seed because we've got a lot of the which is a potion. But got a chance to spin the wheel. This warrior wants a lot of big dice or specific dice rather than lots of dice. But there are characters who will want lots of dice. If we win, we get to leave the dungeons. We'll take home our monster truck. Hell yeah! Spin the wheel. Woo! I am chanting. He wasn't, I guess. Spin the wheel.
He's into it.
Here we go. Oh, we're gonna get that car. We're gonna get that car. Oh.
Get ready to see that spin a lot.
No prize.
Alright, back it off a bit.
It's over now. It's over now, bud. Alright, so we've unlocked the second character. So yes, each character has 6, and we've done... Yeah, we've done like that and that.
Most of the 5s.
5, 10, 20, 28? We've done 28 of them?
Mm-hmm. Sounds about
We haven't
right.
done any of these, but we've done like 4 of these. Yeah, this is very good. So we've unlocked the Thief.
Teeth.
So, we can't actually do those episodes we saw yet. We kind of just...
Yeah, you don't unlock episodes until you get, I think, 3 or 4 of them? Something like that.
It's definitely going to get a lot more interesting to stream in a couple.
Indeed,
But-
but hey.
Let's start with the Thief.
Just, introduce everyone.
So yeah, I'm here to have fun and fight monsters back home. I love working out, love walking to the beach and working out. I'm not here to make friends, we're here to win. Everyone else is too, of course. They're just lying about it. I love this dude very much. Let's start his run. Okay, so we wanted to do a fresh file because there's so much character in
So
all
much
of
random
this, so-
stuff in it that you would miss if you didn't have that.
Big hopes, big dreams, big
no,
losses. Yeah!
I did no such thing. You also don't get to see the silhouettes of your dice.
Yeah, a little bit.
She's very literal.
Alright, what does the Thief want? He's still hung up on the dice thing. What do you want, buddy? You're gonna win $1 billion.
Haven't gone that far into it yet.
True, $1 billion will probably buy you anything you want. I love her so much.
She's great. I love Lady Luck.
Alright, Thief,
Let's
so
take a
let's
quick
have
look.
a look. So we have Dagger, Max 3, reusable, and
So you
no
know
limit
how we
on that
said
one.
some people want more dice rather
Yeah.
than many dice, rather than big dice.
Thief wants more dice. So lockpick is split a dice in 2. So a 6 will become... I don't think it actually... it can become random, right?
Yes, what it essentially does is rolls your first dice and then rolls the second one after it, or like gives you the second
We're
one
gonna fight the
afterwards.
frog first, but look, we get the wolf pup!
We've got the
Come here,
pupper.
boy. Frog with sword! Yeah!
So if we take a look at unlucky roll
Oh,
over
the
there.
other thing, the Thief's ability is he steals a bit of gear from the enemy. A random bit of gear every
Yeah, you don't
turn.
get to pick it.
I stole the broadsword, which is a very good thing
Pretty good pull.
to pull. Unlucky roll is roll 4 extra ones. And frog detective, got you. No, I think we win with the
We
broadsword.
might just win here, don't we?
I think we do.
Well, thanks for your sword, bro.
Thanks for your sword, bro.
Glad we didn't get the armor there. Woo.
At some point, we're gonna say what armor actually does and why we don't like it. So. Oh, okay. Pickpocket. Steal 1 gold.
This is a nice use for extra dice.
Yeah. You don't generally want it in at the end when you're just wanting to
Oh,
murder
God,
shit.
no.
Let's pop.
Money stops being useful after a while, but it's always good to grab it while you can.
There are definitely shenanigans you do through stealing. One of our favorite ones happened like just a few days ago, which was real fun. Woof woof woof, repeat next attack. So, Pupper gets woof woof woof. Put in 8, repeat next attack. We'll probably buy even before that.
Yep, so he basically gets an 8 damage attack if he dumps in, and he gets 3 dice, which is a lot for an early enemy.
Alright, I feel like I split. Nah. The very big shenanigan is amazing. It was so good, but it's very difficult to get. I split the 5.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, 6 damage and steal a gold. Why not, right?
Sure. Thief likes having money.
I feel like if I put stuff into there but didn't use it,
Yeah.
it would disappear and we wouldn't get the...
Honestly, we don't get much out of Fury anyway.
No. Give me money. Sure, that money would be useful. Oh, woof woof woof. So if they live this turn, which they are, oops.
Actually, yes.
Split 1 and 2.
It does exactly what you think.
Hey, so we win. Bye, Pop. Pop doesn't get to use his Fury on us.
Awoo. So yeah, an important thing is that almost anything that like manipulates the dice, unless it explicitly tells you it has a weird edge case.
Yeah, if it had a min 2.
Yeah, exactly.
We could put a 1 in it. Well, there. Oh boy.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see if we get this. It's a bit early to get the move. It's quite costly. So there. Yeah, I feel like with 3 dice, you'd have to get lucky to get it. We go for the alchemist.
We could always go for like the wizard and the pirate and level up.
Wanna see if we can get
Just to see if we can do this. This is way earlier than we expected.
Hollow Nurse, +1 dice to fight. So that's actually pretty good. I might actually we've got 6. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that.
Seems reasonable.
Okay, so yes, he has a bunch of spells. He rolls 1 dice.
He has a spell that takes his socks off.
He do. So there's a bunch of different stats effects we might see here. We didn't get the run until the 5th episode of
yeah, it took quite a while for
us.
us.
The 5th episode it ruled
to have the thing happen.
Awesome getting
we'll
that
see. It
one.
might not happen. It should
Might
be
not.
noted. Anyway.
So yeah, he does a bunch of like 5 damage, then a bunch of stats effects. 3 poison, 1 dice. The wizard could snowball you real bad if he gets a lot of dice before you can get. But I feel like 1 dice is fine. It's pretty good. I don't know if I bother stealing. I think I'm gonna split this dice in 2 and just use like daggers.
I mean, if it's like gives you 2 2s, then you could always steal from him. But
yeah, like, I'm just gonna go ahead.
That's fine too.
I think we might have a chance to steal at like the end. Alright, he is doing 4 poisons, so we're gonna get to explain poison. We're gonna have 3 + 1, so we're rolling 5 dice. They're all huge,
4
which
dice.
is not great. Okay, 5, I meant
Yes.
4. Alright, so poison does, if it's poison 4, it does 4 damage. It reduces by 1 each turn. So it's cumulative, so it'll do 3 damage, so it's next turn.
A
Here's
good
the
poison
shield.
build basically just builds up
Snowballs.
huge poison and does a ton of damage
you
every
can do
turn.
so much damage with poison.
Oh, we can use this thunder spell on him.
Yeah, I quite like that.
Shock really fucks the wizard up.
It can do, yeah.
Yeah, it's Slay the Spire poison basically. Probably, yeah.
Wizard can be so nasty. I
Yep.
kinda just wanna like. Yes!
Ah, beautiful.
Beautiful!
So yeah, because we shocked the number that he rolled, he literally just can't.
Oh, nice.
Speaking thereof.
So now we steal from him. 'Cause
Yep.
we win. That's why I'm like, I don't really want to steal until like near the end.
Yes,
when we can
do
just
it
do
when
it
it's
without
kind of
worrying,
safer,
yeah.
especially when they have a lot.
Fight you many more times, Narc. We will fight you many more times in our eternity together.
And there are times when you were going to be an absolute fucker.
Yep. Alright, I grab the hell for the pirate.
I think we're fine because we're healed into full afterwards. He can only do so much damage.
Fuck it. Alright, roll live dangerously. So I split the...
Yeah, definitely split the 5. Perfect. Well, one of those 4s goes in pickpocket, one goes in cannon fire, so it's not too bad. We at least get to use it.
Yeah, I've seen him before. I'm really hoping we don't regret not getting that. Okay, we did burn. That's just good. Alright.
We have unlucky roll.
So go ahead and use.
Oh, nice. We're about to do a fuckload of damage to him because we have a 4.
Yeah. So I do. Go ahead and do 5.
Yep.
And then no, take the burn and split one. That.
Yeah, it's that or split a 1, and this is a higher upside. Unless we roll that. That was the only thing that would screw us there. Still fine, though.
Yep. We're eyeing the alchemist.
I can't believe we have an alchemist here on the very first run.
I know.
There's no way it happens.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah, we win if I split one here.
Yep, we're healing the full anyway, so.
I'm just unlucky. We're gonna get the urine stupid damage.
The danger time
We rolled
music.
pretty bad against him, but we still won, so we're fine. Alright, Poison Needle, Poison Needle?
Poison Needle. The two directions Thief tends to go in are either Poison Ticks or, whatchamacallit, like Countdown.
We haven't managed to
ticks.
make a successful Countdown build yet.
Yeah.
Ooh, Counterfeit's pretty
We don't
good.
tend to go for it, admittedly.
And yeah, it's true. That's like 5 to do 2 damage. It's not amazing.
It's much better in a Countdown type thing where you're not actually paying for the pea shooter.
I mean, we don't really have much to do
Yes.
with our high dice. It's a big problem for us right now.
Yep.
Yeah, you can get it going. It's gross, but it's very difficult to get going.
I mean, it's the sort of thing we'll probably go for it at some point because we have a lot of
I'm gonna
games
go
to
ahead
come
and
up.
buy Counterfeit.
Sure.
Counterfeit.
Counterfeit's nice. We'll see if any of it's relevant. Counterfeit's actually pretty useful for what we want to do anyway.
Yeah. All right. We don't need the
Let's go
health.
fight
All
that
right. Let's
alchemist.
see if this is gonna happen. May not happen. It's very long odds. All right. So yes, the alchemist has a bunch of potions. Has spiky potion, toxic potion, fire potion, and transform into bear.
That's fun. We'll see. Let's go. Let's just start fighting.
All right. I probably split
The 4 would guarantee turn into 2 usable dice. The 5 would allow us to use the 4 in the pickpocket. So like.
Yeah, I'm wondering about using that toxic potion. 5 poison is.
That is pretty good. Pretty good this first turn.
By the way, AI tends to go left to right.
Yes, the AI will always go left to right if it has valid
do 8
dice.
damage. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and roll
That seems fine.
1. So
You could duplicate the 5 of the 4. Probably the 5 since the 4 is going in the toxic
I
version.
do wonder if I just want to duplicate. Let me split out from.
Also possible.
Okay, put the 2 4s in there.
Yep. You can also like dupe the 4 to do a pickpocket if we want.
That or I could dupe a 2 and inflict even more poison on it,
Yep.
which I might do.
Or a 1, either way. Actually, yeah, you want to throw all the 1s in your poison needle there, not the 2s.
Oh yeah, you're right, because it doesn't do any damage. It's
Yep.
just inflict poison.
If we didn't have the 1s, it would be something, but we are so gonna kill her before we get the opportunity.
Alright, I'm gonna steal some money from her.
Why not? Call it an insurance policy.
Yeah. Alright, so she's gonna do the 8 damage. That and 10. Burning all dicey. Honestly.
Well, I'm doing 8 damage as well.
Yeah. Again, I wonder if I want to split.
You can even split, and if we get a,
Like, at some point, the move might happen. It's fine.
Yeah, we're not in a rush here. Yeah, this run is gonna be normal, and that's totally fine, because we've literally not used the thief before in this run.
I don't like this one bit. Alright.
You can dupe your 1s.
Yeah, I think that's like the only gonna use.
Don't
We're
worry.
gonna win on poison. There we go.
We'll make it happen sometime.
Bye bye.
Goodbye to the move.
Where's the move? The move is yeah. We've only had it happen once and played
Yep.
this game a lot, so.
We were pretty surprised this came up in the first place,
Right?
but a lot of stars kind of have to align.
Yeah, you have to steal the right thing, and it's a 1 in 4, so.
Yep. And then a 1 and 3, but our dice was already rolling.
Roll 2. A lot.
Yeah.
6 for 2 ones, which is a thing to do with a 6.
Yes, it does turn your big dice into better dice.
We have a lot of money, so I'm just gonna go ahead and.
That's fair.
That
If we
way
need to just
that way
dump
we
a
can
6,
turn,
that's
yeah.
fine.
Alright, just gonna grab up all this health.
Have a look at the shop. We are filthy rich. Yeah, it'd come down to if we wanted the bump, and honestly, whatever.
Yeah. Alright.
You see this map layout a lot. It's almost always a better move to go for the thing that's blocking you from the health, the upgrade, and the shop at once.
Yep. Well, the bully's shit. Bully does a lot of damage.
He's got 4 flat damage things that only go off once per battle, but given that Dicey is a game of attrition,
endurance, yeah.
you can just get absolutely steamrolled by this.
Yep, you definitely can. Alright, split 4 and like, okay. Gotta go up these drop.
You could dupe the 4, split 1 4, and throw the other in rock.
Alright, here I feel like we actually just want to put everything in the dagger.
Yeah, poison needle versus dagger is sort of a weird thing if you don't have other poison things.
The poison potion was actually really good.
Dagger usually ends up working out
We kind of
better.
want like a payoff or
Yeah.
another poison thing.
Yeah, the more poison you can get, the better poison gets, basically.
I feel like I'd probably just go ahead and... The point in time when this music trying to play awful. Alright.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Like, he does a lot of damage to us, so...
Yep.
I probably do the 5.
And then
One
once
in the
again,
rock.
throw in the rock.
Always. Alright, 1's in the poison because it does the same damage, you see?
2 out of 5 times.
Yeah. Go ahead and put the 4 in there, and the next turn we can roll 2 1s if you so please.
Yeah, important to note, countdowns do carry over
Yes,
per turn.
yep.
Once you use them, they'll reset, but...
Alright, well we do win.
We definitely win. Kablam.
Goodbye. See, he did a fuck ton of damage to us. He's a right arsehole.
Indeed.
Alright, we have an upgrade. Actually, what we'll probably do is... You can exit from the upgrade, by the way.
Yes, if you don't grab something like a chest or anything like that, it actually just stays on the map.
Alright, we've got staff, we've got last stand, we've got bandage. Staff is kinda a thing for bigger.
Yep, no kappas. Alright, yeah, staff is more if you have a bunch of stuff to dupe, and or to dump into it, or if you're doing a countdown build. It's actually really fantastic in a countdown build.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like, any...
Nothing in particular here is really
for
grabbing my
our-
fancy.
Our set, really, yeah. You grab a health.
Yep. That seems fine.
Don't think it matters.
Grab the upgrade.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So take a look at the dagger. The dagger is actually amazing because you dump a ton of dice into it, and getting 1 more tick on each of those is fantastic.
Yeah, so split doesn't do a 6 split into 3. That is 3 for 2 1s, but we actually don't want that. That's fine. Use is also pretty good for something. We want a lot of low dice, which is kind of where we want to go. We kind of want things like that will give us lots of low dice.
Yes.
So that becomes a smaller one, which is also, you know,
Which is really, really good.
making anything small is good. I think we probably just want to go with a dagger.
I'm good with that, yeah. We haven't really gotten too many other poison things.
Yeti or...
Probably the marshmallow, just to grab what's in that chest. Worth noting, the Yeti inflicts freeze, which the thief doesn't give a shit about.
Oh, it's fireball and snowball.
We can do 5 damage in his face.
Yeah, I feel like I like that a lot.
want to do the Snake Eye Charm.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I want to split it or if I want to... I feel like I'm gonna let it split. And that basics. Yeah, that was kind of the worst outcome there. Anyway. I could duplicate this and get 2. Much better than duplicating 1, I think.
God, yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and do like 8 damage. I like the poison needle, but we kind of need something else for it.
Yeah. That's good.
Alright.
Okay,
Thank
1s
you.
are fine.
Let's go ahead and just put 5 here again.
Yep. 4. Get that 3.
And we win.
And we are rolling.
Yeah, this is Diablo 4.
Doing this
Dice edition.
Diceavlo.
Alright, extra dice, very good. Alright, first aid kit.
Boy, we're not really getting anything that's like really
No.
good in a lot of our items, but
No.
our current setup is actually fine.
It's doing okay, yeah.
I'd be perfectly happy to get rid of that Snake Eye Charm, but like, right now we're actually doing pretty good.
Alright, freeze 1 dice. So, yeah, let's do those. And you can freeze all dice with 2 ones. So if we freeze, he'll actually freeze all our dice.
Yep. Well, if you double freeze them anyway.
Yeah. I feel like I'm probably gonna do 5 damage.
5
in a
flat
freeze.
damage is still pretty good. Might dump that 6 in. If we don't have in Snake Eye Charm, because like the thing about Lockpick is Lockpick Plus is really good at 6s. Regular Lockpick is actually pretty bad at 6s.
Yeah.
Because if you like, basically it can only split a 6 into like a 1 and a 5, a 4 and a 2, and 2 3s, and only 2 3s is actually really good with Lockpick.
2 poison or 4 damage.
Also split one of those ones.
Shoot. Alright, there we go. 6 damage or 3 poison.
So like 3 poison is 6 damage over 3 turns, whereas with the Dagger Plus it's just 6 flat damage.
Yep.
Oh, we just got unlucky roll, so rip.
You can freeze all his dice.
Hooray!
I think we just win. I do like poison as a kind of inevitability thing.
Yes.
It-
Poison,
it
if the
goes down
game goes
every turn.
on,
It goes down every turn, but you can pump it up. you
poison
know?
does so much damage if the game goes on, and there are a few items that are essentially payoffs for poison that will completely destroy your opponent.
Well, there's so much money, and I don't like any of it.
I know, we haven't been offered anything in a shop.
Alright, Snowman.
Another
more
Kraken.
freeze. We've got a shop. We have to fight the Snowman
Yep.
first. There's no option here. We have to fight the Snowman, and we have to fight one of the other enemies.
Oh, we got unlucky roll.
Too far. But he just has a billion snowballs.
Yep. Whole deal.
Alright, I feel like a 5 and snowball is just fine.
Yep, splitting the 5 is good. Beautiful. Now just do a billion damage to him. Just stab him until he's dead. Be right back.
20 damage with dagger. We got an achievement. Woo!
Nice.
Well, he's gonna do a lot of 1 damage and a lot of freezing our dice, but the thing is, this build likes 1s just fine, so... If frozen 3, it'll freeze, yep, dice. So I just win here. Dagger Plus is super fucking good. Bye-bye. It checks on you, Snowman. I love being frozen. It's when you have a frozen build up against them and you're like, ah, fuck. Alright, so we got the cactus, we got the kraken. The kraken's got the chest in the shop, and that's got the trade. So I'm gonna go the kraken, first. God, I never use that trade. It's never... Well, we stole the curse, which is not great because we don't have a 4.
Split a 5 into a 4.
I'm gonna split a 5. We might get 4. Not get 4.
Oh, that's 5 damage.
It's fine.
Please.
It's a lot of damage. Probably do 3. Go ahead and do like an unbelievable amount of damage to him.
You know, if we don't get another like item that I really like, I'd probably end up upgrading the lockpick next. Which is weird because I don't often want to do that, but nothing else here is really like grabbing my fancy.
Did
That
not
is nice.
curse, which is nice. They're not forced.
Now we know.
Now we know. If we split up blind dice, are they blind?
I believe so.
Okay, so it's not a 1,
So it's
2, or a 4.
3, 5, or 6.
Like, that was a 1 or a 2. Alright, it's
Might as well.
3 is excellent.
Good.
Yeah, splitting a blind will still be blind. Let's go ahead and put it in.
Blind dice will almost always stay blind. Like, you can't sort of cheat a blind dice.
Not get cursed. Curse is the thing I actually really hate about Kraken.
Yep.
Although they can snowball their damage like incredibly.
Oh, we win. Heck, we can even overwhelm the Kraken. That's a 1. Jump before the overwhelm there. Or stab him to
And the
death.
overall?
Oh yeah, it is just 1 damage.
That's just 1 damage. Yeah, plus 1
Sorry.
damage. He doesn't keep his buffs. Alright, since we're leveling up after him, we're just gonna go ahead and grab all this health.
Yep.
Nice.
No real reason not to.
Ooh,
Ah,
detonator.
so that's a poison
There's
payoff.
a good payoff for poison.
Now, granted, we don't currently have too much with the poison, but we can get there.
Even just like, you know, a couple of poison plus, you know, a 6 in there will do like 2 damage.
Yep.
I feel like it's better than Snake Eyes.
Oh god, yeah. Snake Eye Charm is sort of just whatever.
Alright, Snake Eye Charm, dodge, lockpick.
God, dodge is expensive. Yeah, like we have so much money it doesn't really matter, but
I wonder if we like lockpick more than count.
potentially.
That's a question.
I could see that. And then you grab a Snake Eye Charm or something.
Yeah.
And it's back.
Kinda like that.
Yeah. Counterfeit's good for 3s, lockpick's good for like all big dice.
Yeah. Alright, let's fight Cactus. Yeah, we are running on a low dice build to defeat here.
Yep.
Nice. Plus 1 for each thorn. So yes, Cactus, he adds thorns, and then does damage for each thorn. Where Thorn also does, if you attack them when they have thorn, it does damage to you.
Yep, revenge damage.
Yeah. Alright, let's just go ahead and roll that unlucky.
We can do 6 damage to him with the detonator. We of course didn't roll big enough to get
You get good use out of this, but
yeah.
we can get extra ones. Feels great.
Yeah, especially when we got the plus dagger.
I'm gonna keep that. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get extra ones.
Then dump 3 of them into the poison needle.
Yep. You know what this is? The poison keeps building, so the detonator just gets better and better the longer.
Yeah, the detonator doesn't get rid of poison.
No.
It just is an extra payoff.
It just does damage.
It just
so.
doubles your poison damage, which is ridiculous. Yeah, the cactus isn't too happy to be here.
So yeah, it'll go down to 2, and then if we put 3 more poison on, it's poison 5, and then we do 5 damage with the detonator. No, it just builds it.
Yep.
And poison doesn't get you hurt by thorn.
Yep. poisoning him get us hurt by Thorn? Is it just the detonator?
I actually don't know.
Well, you can lockpick that 3 and try it out. Or even just put a 1 in the poison needle and try it out.
No?
I don't think we took damage there.
I think we were on 32. Probably should have paid attention.
Probably
to
should
that.
have actually been looking at the important thing there, but you know.
Okay.
It's Friday.
Roll more 1s from the lockpicks.
Yeah, it seems fine. Yeah, we don't take damage. So actually, that means we can kill him.
We will from the detonator.
Yeah, but that'll be it. So, up him up to 5 poison. Detonate, and kill him. Don't even do that.
What?
If you had just done the poison tick, you would have died.
Oh, okay. But we level up. But...
True.
Alright, Hacksaw, split dice in 3. Ooh, interesting. That's probably better than a lockpick, but an upgrade.
That is an interesting question. If we're upgrading, we'd be upgrading a lockpick. Or probably, unless we want to. I guess we could upgrade the poison needle now that we have the detonator.
Yeah, I feel like I want the upgrade here.
It is funny because if we were upgrading a lockpick, I would absolutely say just grab the hacksaw because the hacksaw is fantastic.
Yeah, hacksaw is min 3, so you can't actually like
double dice.
Yeah.
However, the hacksaw does guarantee any big dice you get will give you 3 usable dice.
So this is 5 uses.
Or at least 2 usable dice because you could roll a 4. Anyway.
Alright, should we upgrade a poison needle?
Yep. We got the detonator. The detonator is sort of the payoff. Let's see what we can trade for a spatula.
Ooh.
Actually.
Oh shit, yeah, I'm doing that. 100%
Trade your lockpick for a
We have
rat.
2 of these.
I'm really happy we have 2 lockpicks now.
Yeah, yep, you know what? Yeah, rat. You roll, that's just free.
There's an enemy that we're going to see eventually who is just an absolute fucker with rats.
Yeah, this is our
But
build.
this feels good.
I think we did a poison build in our thief the first
Yeah.
time around as well.
I mean, if you pick the poison needle as your level up weapon, it basically sets you up for a poison build.
Yeah, we can put a 5 or 6 in that and be rolling new dice and inflict them. Good shit. Alright, Loudbird, Gargoyle, Direwolf, Scalyman.
So Loudbird is generally a fucker, but this build will actually be quite good at dealing with him. The Gurgle?
Oh god, all that health is stuck behind 2 enemies at the end here.
Yes.
Which is so fucking. But we kinda.
This is a tough one. 'Cause like upgrades are good, health is good.
Like, you would actually kind of want this guy at the end,
Yeah.
so you have all the health for him, but he's got the upgrade and the... I guess it's like, do we actually want anything more
I don't know what
than
rat
we've got?
upgrades into.
Yeah, true.
Lockpick is also fairly good to upgrade.
I reckon we do Loudbird first, then we only lose 8 health.
Yeah.
Gargoyle. This is rough, we're gonna have no health, for a bit unless the shop has health. Alright, so do 3 damage, reroll. We could put the 6 in that to reroll into.
Yep. Keep out using the 6 of the Snake Eye Charm, and I'm not super enamored with that. I guess you could also do the rat with the. Perfect.
Oh, I like that a lot. Alright, yep, I feel like we do it in the rat.
Get another dice. What if we just had nothing but dice?
Alright, let's split one of these 4s.
Yep, the other 4 can go in detonator.
Oh, alright, I might only want to do 1 poison. I guess it depends if we want to just start ramping up the poison.
Yeah.
We can actually only get 2. So this 3's have to go in the daggers, max 2.
I'd probably actually just do the 2 poison damage to start getting it going. Like, the things on the 4th floor have a fuck ton of
They
health.
do have a fuck ton of health, yeah.
And when battles go long, poison is almost always the correct.
Over half an hour of Loudbird? Oh, jeez.
I mean, we're gonna get a chance to see what Rat Plus does, so no.
Yeah.
We'll get there, no rush.
Alright, okay, I think we just go ahead and...
Yeah. Keep doing damage to him.
Okay.
Do we want the rat here, or do we want to split that?
I feel like we're gonna try... We can do the rat regardless, here. So if it's like a 4 and a 1, you
True.
can still put that in rat, you know? What am I still doing?
Yeah. Seems fine.
It rolls a new dice.
With 6, we put it in Snake Art Charm.
Alright, did you just do another poison, or
I think
do
we
do
detonate. Detonates 4 damage, and then 4 more damage. Gotta work out to more damage every time.
Okay. I'm
Ah,
actually
good, you rolled a
glad,
one.
I'm glad he's rolling 1. He can. He can
The
he
thing
can-
about Locke-
He can get a 6, he can
Yeah.
get a 5, then a 4, then a 3.
The thing about Lock is that if your opponent has to spend a lot of dice to use it, they're not doing damage to you. Welcome to the 1 party. You can split one of those ones.
Yeah, we can't detonate, unless I was willing to put 5 in there on an off chance. I feel like it's just gonna be 5 poison and then dagger.
That seems fine. I guess we could also have seen how much damage Dagger would do. Might have killed him. But we're gonna kill him regardless. Next turn.
Yeah, possibly would have killed him. There's a lot of 1s.
Ah, he rolled a 2. 2 is useless
are-
for the gargoyle. We finally didn't get double locked, which is nice.
Well, we win, so we could just like end the turn and not get fucked. So fine.
Nyeh.
Dagger +1 always kind of mixes with my maths.
Yup.
I just realized how much that can snowball. I'm hoping there's a health in here. Is
Good. That'll be
there's
useful.
spatula, flip a dice upside down. Midnight Charm 10, roll 2 6s. That better? No.
No.
It's actually much worse for us.
Yes,
than
we don't
that.
really want 6s. Check
Alright.
what Rat does.
Roll a dice of value 3 or more.
Ah. Yeah,
Right.
Detonator removes the thingy.
So lockpick plus, you think? 6 split into 3?
Yeah, it's that of the Snake Eye Charm, which means our 5s and 4s automatically give us 2 1s. But the lockpick turning 6s into 3 dice is pretty strong.
Alright, so it's gonna be the Direwolf, and then grabbing this health and going after the Skelly Man, and then going after...
Yeah, those all seem like fine choices.
Direwolf is also actually gonna be really good against our build.
Yep.
Really badly. Strong against poison, so she takes half damage. If we have 10 poison on, it'll only do 5 damage.
You could curse him.
Good.
Curse you.
So yeah, it's like
Direwolf.
max 3 damage plus poison and curse is nasty. They have 4 dice, so they can curse you quite easily. Okay, I can rat and roll a new dice.
Yeah, seems reasonable. You can lockpick there and then curse him with the lockpick plus. If you lockpick your 1.
Oh, the 1, okay.
Because then it only costs you the 1 dice to...
Sure, but then what are we doing with this? Oh.
Probably it's better to put those in the dagger anyway, since he takes half damage from
Yeah, we
poison.
don't have really anything.
That's
for,
fair.
there. I'm wondering if it's better to split 4, because if we get 2 2s...
Yeah, true. Every roll with the 4 will at least give us a 1, or the 2s. And we stab him.
Alright, so curse and then 3 stabs, you think?
Yeah. Poison isn't going to do too much in this since he's
No.
taking half damage from the tick.
Detonator will still do damage for poison,
Yes.
by the way. So it's not a waste to build poison on the Direwolf. If it has 10 poison, Detonate will do 10 damage. Okay, we're gonna get cursed. Okay, no. Decided not to curse. Thank you. Please do not curse.
Please no cursey.
Please no cursing. Alright.
Yeah, seems fine. Curse him again.
I guess I just do a shit ton of damage, maybe? How much is
Potentially.
this? 2, 8, 11,
Plus 5.
16?
Yeah, 16 damage gets him down to 13
Versus
health.
10 and curse.
Yeah.
I feel like we just,
Dump.
our strategy right now is unlucky roll next turn and win.
Yep. A reasonable strategy.
Yeah, enemies are strong as poison. This build definitely has a bit of time.
It would not surprise me if because we picked a poison thing that it queued up a direwolf later on.
Good thing.
I feel like this game does do a lot of that kind of stuff without saying it, just based on my personal experiences playing it. We could pick the 6 into 3 dice.
We definitely win here.
Yes.
So much damage on this direwolf. Bye, direwolf. I do love the direwolf and the wolf cub.
And the wolf pup.
They're very good. Alright, we're definitely gonna grab that health. Wow,
More
another lockpick.
3 lockpicks
Do
in
you want
one
another
round.
lockpick? Buying this health. Alright,
I suppose less the RNG, more the level generation. If that makes sense.
Skeletons also.
Like, I get the feeling choices you make early in the
This
run
was a
do affect
very,
things that
very
happen later.
bad floor for us. The skeleton does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Two-handed sword does, yeah. We are in rough town right now.
We can curse him for 2.
I feel like we do want to.
Yeah, like stopping the so if you look at the skeleton again, his two-handed sword, if you curse that, like he doesn't do any damage to you. That is all of his
It
damage.
is a 50-50 shot.
Yep.
Do I put the 6 into the rat or do I lock?
Lockpick does guarantee it gets value.
Alright, 4 and a 1. Roll another dice.
That seems fine, yeah. He is not strong against poison.
That was the worst dice we could have gotten. So 6 could have got in there, and the 4 could have got in there. I feel like we curse him.
I think the 2 going in curse is not a waste. Yeah, so that goes down to 1. We can always turn 1-1 into 2-1.
Poison or did I just do?
Ooh, 3 damage might be better.
Please. No!
Rude.
I'm not sure we're gonna get through, this.
We'll see. Probably curse him again.
I'm not sure we're gonna have enough health for Loudbird.
He does have 2 apples behind him at least. So
Yeah.
let's just focus on getting through this fight. Doesn't actually make a difference which one we put that in. Dagger or detonator.
We've cursed twice in this run so far, and it's not. Oh, there it goes
Hey.
on a low one. I would rather have the other ones, but all right. Guess we try to
Throw
curse
that
them.
5 into the rat. Alright, well, we'll get a new dice out of that. Worth noting, if something that's reusable or multi-use gets cursed, you do not get to use, you don't get it back, basically.
I'm probably gonna get cursed on his curse.
You can either throw on the, we throw on the curse first, like the shriek first, the snake eye charm
I'm trying.
first. There we go.
Hoping we kill him this turn.
Rude. Ugh, unfortunate. That is the
Okay.
two-handed sword, finally.
Yeah.
Question is, can we get Curse to go away? Try splitting one
I
of
feel
those
like
ones.
we can win with the dagger.
Yeah, as long as we don't lose it. So we try to get rid of the lockpick first, or the detonator. There we go. Perfect.
Perfect,
Now
we
we
win. Alright.
Terrifying.
Skeleton, we had a really terrifying floor in there, honestly. We still have a terrifying one to go.
27 health at least.
The loudest bird. Alright.
So that bird isn't as bad to the thief, I think, because he's not quite as dependent on his passive.
Oh yeah, I mean the
dodge
thing
is
about
nice.
the bird is he silences.
He silences, he dodges, and he weakens, all of which can be absolute
He gets
fuckers.
4 dice.
The bird is such a shit.
The bird is a massive
And yeah, rolling
shit.
4 dice, it's very easy for him to roll doubles.
Alright, I feel like I put 6 in the...
For real?
Oh,
Nice.
thank you.
Drasil,
Black
thank
Fury
you so
School.
much.
I think I'm gonna split the 6
Yeah.
here, and then I think I can use a 4 and a 1 in the red.
I think splitting the 6 is almost always the correct move when we're not cursed. We love low dice so much. We want to throw
Like that.
our 4 in the dodge.
Yeah, I feel
Dodging
like
him
I
is
wanna
pretty
dodge.
strong.
Yeah. Alright, I feel like here we're gonna get a lot of mileage out of Detonate.
Yes, because poison being guaranteed damage is quite good. Even when we don't detonate, the ticks will be strong. We're getting silenced. Oh, we gotta
Yeah.
dodge that? Yes, that dodges it. Okay, good. That means we actually dodge curses here.
We can tune, alright.
Really hoping it would be the Snake Eye Charm.
By the way, you cannot silence the loud bird. By the way,
Yes.
if we use this, it would not silence the loud bird.
Important note. Second important note, the lockpick. It actually like it doesn't give you 2 dice, it gives you 1 dice.
In this case, we might just want to roll 5.
Yeah, Snake Eye Charm, and then put like the 5 in the lockpick just to have something to do with it. Or you can put the 5 to inflict 1 poison. That might even be better for what we're doing.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I feel like we are gonna miss. By the way, he's gonna dodge.
Yes, the first thing we do to him will cause a dodge.
So we could, yeah, we could just do it on the. I feel like it does it on a poison.
Yeah.
Could just.
Yeah, single tick of poison isn't really worth all that.
Do I want to do 5 now?
Yeah.
Fine, yes.
5 damage. Like that's more than the dagger would get you.
Okay, no silence, but silence is actually fine on us.
Yeah, we don't really care about silence currently. We can do more dodging.
Dodge. Roll 1-1. Okay, the dagger's out, so where our poison stuff is all intact. I feel like it.
Yep.
Yeah. I can do 1 again, and then
That
red.
generally seems good.
Right, miss. Damn. Should have done a poison heal first.
Right, I always forget that.
I forgot that too. Oh shit, we don't have anything.
Oh, we can turn them into a 1. Yeah, sorry, I was kind of thinking about the 4 and the 1 and the rat.
The dodge
I should
fucks
have.
me. The dodge
Yeah.
fucks with me so hard. Like 100% that dodge, I always
okay.
forget it exists.
We are doing consistent damage on him. Like, the big thing about the bird is he doesn't actually do a huge amount of damage since only Echo Blast actually hits you.
He's so annoying though.
Yep. As was said, he has a very high chance.
Yeah, we
of
dodge
getting
the silence,
this.
so we're
Yes.
not seeing the silence. But what silence does, it stops you from using this, and it stops
Stops
you
you
from
from
using your
using your
special
ability, yeah. Unless you pay 2 dice to unlock it, which is a pretty high price.
Alright, split 4.
That seems fine. We have the other 4 for the detonator as well. That seems pretty good. You can
Going
just
to
dump.
dodge. Why
You
would
poison needle 1, that just gets rid of a use of it, right? Yeah,
yes.
there we go.
Alright, do you want to dodge?
Kill him? He dead.
7. He dead.
Shut up, bird.
Detonator is nice.
And this is where Detonator really just starts to take off. Like, if Direwolf was a really bad fight for poison, Loud Bird was actually a really good fight for poison.
Alright, so we are at full health because we leveled, max level, we're going on to the boss. We have our build.
I like our build.
Do it.
There are ways to get more poison faster,
Yeah.
but this works. Ah! Poison's pretty good against her,
Oh
I
yeah,
believe.
I'm pretty sure we killed her with a lot of poison. I think.
Actually, I might be thinking of
was
the
it
other
shock?
warrior
Did
lady.
we shock her?
I think we might have, yeah, well, let's
I'm
take a
pretty
look at
sure
her.
we had like a shock build that fucked up one boss like early on. Oh, she gonna get us poison? I hope not.
She's the one who
She
everyone rolls.
She was our first boss, and we had a
Yeah.
shock build, and we fucked
This
her.
is Super Wizard, yeah. We were thinking of the Armor Lady. Or
Yes.
I was originally thinking of the Armor Lady.
No, we used a shock build on her that screwed her over so severely. Yeah, she is. Nat +1, inflict curse, blind 3 dice, burn 5 dice, shock 6, and silence. She is nasty.
She can do some real bullshit to you if you can't kill her. I think we want to curse her.
Ooh, yeah.
Because she gets one attack. Yeah, because she's not immune to curse. She's immune to lock and freeze because that would basically invalidate her, but not curse.
Alright, 6 into the lockpick,
Seems good.
5 into the rat. We definitely had one boss we murdered with
Beautiful.
like 20 something poison on
Yes.
them. We have like the achievement for like an insane
We're doing
number
all
of
the
poison.
poison.
Alright, here.
So all the 3s and the dagger are easy enough. An open question if we want to use the poison, like 2 poison needles and a detonator, but I think it's fine, yeah. I think you always want a detonator when you can. Like, that's even damage to the thing, and it's only gonna get bigger.
Alright, we're gonna get freeze. Which is fine. We like freeze.
Ones are lovely.
We like freeze just fine.
Oh no, that's 6.
Shadow. Blind. Blind is such a weird one on enemies. Like,
I don't really know
it
how blind
does
works.
kind of fuck them up sometimes.
But if they can just kind of guess and check, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Anyway, we can't set off the detonator this turn. We can put 5 poison on her and dump the rest in dagger. Now, granted, it may be better to just try to stab her to death, but
Poison 7's pretty good.
given all the health and the fact that we can basically detonate most turns, it's actually potentially more damage than just dumping it all into the
Well,
dagger.
because it only ticks down one, it's a
Yes.
lot of consistent damage.
It doesn't
Well,
really
she
matter
does.
what she does to us here because we're still getting the poison ticks.
But yeah, the detonator not clearing it is very good. Wondering if I want to lock it.
It's an interesting
Might
question.
track fine.
Well, now we can lockpick the 5.
Okay, excellent.
That
Got
hits detonator. Thank God. First is good. 1 more point of poison. Another stabby. No, you can't even touch lock dice.
They ping you. You cannot move them. Alright, that's the burn. 10 damage of burn. Yeah, her higher rolls are very scary. But I'm pretty sure
Dump it all into poison, then detonator to death.
Yeah, let's do it.
My move!
Detonator is so strong.
It's like poison itself is a bit slow, is the big thing. Like, it does a ton of damage, but it does it over turns. If you get detonator, it suddenly means you're getting twice as much damage every single turn, which is nuts.
I'm not here for compliments, I'm here for prizes.
Well, bad news about that.
Spin the wheel, spin the wheel, woo! Got it, spin.
Don't care. Spin, spin.
No, absolutely not. Oh, this time, maybe this time. Oh.
We were close.
They were still very much in tutorial mode.
You're basically, your first run with every character is more an introduction to the character than to all of the different game mechanics. And granted, every character themselves is where the bulk of the mechanics are.
We now have the robot. I thought we had it that time. Unlock episodes, play a game with 5 contestants.
Right.
You have to do it because you don't get this is a sort of semi-secret one.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, so robot.
Shall we do a robot run and then finish up for the night?
Yeah, let's do a robot run. Robot and the next one we're gonna get are kinda...
Weird.
All 3 of the next ones are weird, honestly.
I like
maybe it's
robot.
I think maybe it's the 5th one we have the hardest time with.
Yeah, the 5th one is probably, I think, most people's hardest. It is
Alright.
marked as the highest difficulty.
Color-coded to-do list, pushing my time to the limits. Let's use the robot.
You want to do a jackpot build? For funsies?
For the robot, I guess we'll see what we get, yeah. First our plays hard and tries hard. Hard? We ain't judging though.
We might judge.
We're judging. We're judging pretty hard right now.
Got the robot.
sleep. Fair enough.
No sleep.
Sure.
Quite literally.
All I need to do is a person change some more sustainable. Start small.
Oh no.
Lady Luck not impressed with this one. Alright, Jim Guy's back. So, robot is weird. We have the pea shooter, 2 damage, reusable. The plasma blaster, 2 damage, max 5. We'll see. We have a CPU here.
Yeah, we don't have a dice count. We'll see why in a moment.
So we see the Space Marine. He has 20 to 10 damage. He's not actually that scary.
No, there's a reason he's on the first floor.
Calculate.
Most of the
Oh
time.
shit, that's not a great one.
Well, 5 damage.
Yep, 5 damage.
The first fights
yeah.
of the robot are generally pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you roll here and it gives you the dice, and we have a target 9, and you can see it doesn't really go above that.
We shall see what happens. Oh, free value.
Aww.
If you roll over your target, you error out and all of your equipment goes away for the turn. So the robot is basically all about measuring risk. We're gonna get shot.
That was almost as bad a roll as you can get for him. Okay. So don't keep rolling dice if there's a chance you can fail.
Yep.
Okay, there. So I can do. I'm gonna take 10 to the face. Yep.
Yep. It's fine. We'll have auto roll next time.
Alright, auto roll. So let's get into the jackpot. We'll see what that does next time. Alright.
Yes, we haven't actually seen the jackpot mechanic yet.
That's very bad for
wow,
us,
that was the
actually.
worst roll we could get. Now, I don't think it matters because he's not going to be able to roll.
He's not going to be able to kill us. He can't actually... Well, he is rolling high. But he can't actually kill us. And he can't get 20 in one turn.
Yep, 18 is his maximum. We're going to tickle him to death.
We don't want to roll this thing first.
Not currently, anyway.
And ourselves alone to the moon. Hell yeah. Thinks about it every day.
I love all the little comments that the enemies make, and eventually we'll start learning more about enemies.
First level max 3, recover health.
Something else to do with extra dice we roll.
It's actually pretty decent on the robot.
Alright, do we want to auto roll here?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Jackpot. So auto rolls dice, random dice until you get to the jackpot, which was 9.
Yeah, when you get in range of the jackpot, it will automatically hack to it, basically.
Yeah, then you get 3 more. We get 5 damage, 3 health, 1 more dice. Lucky Shot is usually the one you go for here, but there are builds where 1 dice is really good. There are times you just want some fucking health. Like, if you're about to kill them with what you have here, healing before the next fight's real good.
Yep.
We are not going to, we should do that. Probably 4 in there, 5 in here.
Yeah? He's dead, isn't he? Oh, 1
no,
short.
it's 2 damage.
Almost.
Almost got that wolf up, like good boy. Look at him. So cute.
He's gonna get us. He's gonna get us.
Good boy. We're gonna heal out. We're gonna have full heal after this. We don't need to worry about health. But just something to bear in mind is quite often if you have a healing, you might want to heal up.
Yep. If you've got the kill already, it's just good to get any sort of extra advantage.
So now we have 11, so we can roll up to 11. The robot is definitely a weird. Oh, you.
He's not nearly as bad. We hate Sneezy for a very specific reason.
Yes, there's a very specific reason we hate this boy.
But we'll get there.
Eventually.
In a few weeks.
In like 3 months. So, the thing about Sneezy is he has spikes, do 3 damage on 6. He has doubles, he can reduce the countdown on all equipment by that. He sucks on hard.
So, basically, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
He's not that threatening
He's
currently.
not that threatening right now, but we hate him very much, so... Oh, shit.
Well, dump that on the pea shooter, and probably just hit the plasma blaster.
And we have a... Get that, we can put it in the queue. Yeah, it was a 50-50 shot.
Generally speaking.
So you kind of want to don't rely on not rolling over because you lose the damage.
Losing damage tends to be quite bad.
What did Sneezy used to do? I have a vague feeling he did used to be. I don't remember.
No, I think he's always been this for us. As long as we've been playing.
Sure. Nice.
Nope, it's good 5 damage.
Just straight up did dice times 2. Used to be roll 1 die, turn that into many ones. Always really. Alright, well, 2 damage.
Woo! Got him.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh!
Oh shit, he just did. Oh shit.
He did the move!
He did the move on us. He did it. Ooh, alright. We don't win.
Nope, don't
Damn
kill
it.
him. We can
Just-
Healing Crystal.
Yeah, which I feel like I do.
Yeah.
I feel like
The 2
we
damage
do-
from Pea Shooter isn't that much.
Yeah, I feel like we do the lucky
Yes.
shot to guarantee kill next turn and then up. Yeah, Sneezy can just.
We got
fucking-
super unlucky there, because like he only does the absolute buster damage when he rolls 2 6s.
Yeah, if he rolls 2 6s, then all that goes down.
He just happened to roll 2 6s against us.
He sure fucking did. Alright.
Nice, okay. Healing Crystal and then...
That's what we
Plasma
mean by,
Blaster.
like, keep an eye on, like, healing. Yes, Rich ones would often just fail on the spot, yeah. What a bad matchup he used to be. He's still a on hard mode, you fucking hate. He
Yep.
will roll you over. I
So we
feel
are
like
leveling
grab-
after this fight.
I feel like with the wizard,
That's fair.
Oh, mechanical arm, here we go. So mechanical arm is very good. So, even 2 damage, add 1 each roll. So every time you roll a dice, that goes up by 1.
Yep,
So
Mechanical
rolling-
Arm tends to be really, really good in robot runs.
Yes, if you roll a lot of dice, you want that. Yeah, hard mode Sneezy was a... Yeah, hard mode Sneezy, this Sneezy is still a fucker.
Yep.
He's still an absolute monster. Alright.
Alright, so at least we have Mechanical Arm now, which should up our damage a bit. Might just end up doing that 3 right now. Figures. Pea Shooter is
Shit.
awful.
It's shit. It's garbage. It sucks. Okay. Dodging is fine. That's fine.
It's like slightly annoying for this build, but not the worst thing in the world.
Balls.
Eh,
Alright.
that's
Pea
less
Shooter.
good. Yep.
Plasma Blaster.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is why the wizard can go off if you don't kill him very fast. He can just start doing loads of dice.
Loads of money.
Loads of... Alright,
Or from the Mechanical Arm's pretty alright. We probably want to throw that 3 into the Plasma Blaster, because we just want to kill him at this point.
okay, I feel like I'm still healing Crystal here.
I think that's fair. We're not at max health, and we're probably going to get smacked. The big thing about the
Okay,
robot
good.
is you really have to work the
Him
probabilities.
getting doubles is nice because
Yes.
he can only use each one once.
Alright, I think we can probably kill him. Important thing about auto roll is it will always roll you from the spot you're in.
Balls.
Figures.
I'm gonna auto roll.
Yep.
So yeah, you can keep going and see.
You can actually roll to see if you want to use your auto roll or not. There are even times when you actually want to roll a dice first and then auto roll later.
I have to use the lucky shot. That's fine. I can recover with the healing.
Yeah, honestly, we're not that low on health right now, so like the 1 heal puts us almost to full.
Yep. An old Sneezy sounds safe.
So yeah.
Alright, here's a choice. So, Blaster Sword is great. Immune to errors means that if you roll high and
Your
go
final
over,
dice will always
you're
be
gonna go in the Buster Sword.
damage, is the thing. that it
Ultimate
does.
Weapon does double damage on jackpot. So, are we going for a jackpot build? Are we rolling that dice?
Let's just be fun havers.
Every time we've tried to do a jackpot build, it hasn't worked out.
We
so.
did them most of the time on hard mode.
True, very true. I mean, that is the one we failed most often, so it's the one we redid most often.
Yep.
Let's look at the shop. Gonna go for clown shoes, why not? This one's wild.
Short Circuit being a flat damage that also gives a random status is quite good.
But it takes 4 dice.
You have to roll 4, which becomes very easy later on.
Yeah.
I would note that it costs 1.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy... I kind of like the adult Spike Shield. I don't rate Spike Shield at all. We could buy both of these. It does take all of our money. I would quite like having the ray gun.
Ray gun would be a replacement for Peace Shooter.
It would probably go in a minute, yeah. Okay, let's buy both.
Fun haver. Fun haver.
Fun haver time, why not?
Yep, swap out the Peace Shooter for the Short Circuit.
Because, yeah, min 3, do 3 damage. 3 uses versus reuse, but you're not going to use that. Like,
Peace
3
Shooter
times
is
in a
just
turn.
not that
It's
good.
So bad. Alright. Yester time. We fought him before. Let's see him again. Hey, buddy.
Hello again.
Changes equipment every turn. His equipment are a lot better now, I think.
Well, let's take a look.
Oh, it was another giant. It was another giant dice. We are all equally doomed. Don't know our names. My name is Robot.
I'm Robot.
So he has boops. Do 2 damage.
Boops.
Boops. Oh, alright. God, regardless of what we do here, I wonder if I just put 6 in Ultima Weapon.
Yeah, the flat damage of the 6 is probably
The
where we want to
Ultima
go
Weapon
here.
is really just going to be flat damage at the minute because we need ways to sort of generate jackpots better than right now. I feel like doing that. Plasma Blaster, and... The 1 in 6 for us to get the jackpot right now.
Yep.
Not. Alright, 6 damage to us. Now he has
Oops
bop,
and bops.
damage.
Yeah, Short Circuit likes seeing low rolls, particularly early on. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're not really rolling very low. Mechanical arm?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're rolling fairly high at the minute. Alright, we do 7 damage to us. Great, the auto roll, which is nice.
Yep.
We go ahead and do that, because then we
Yeah.
can Ultima Weapon. 6 even, nice.
You can regen health.
Go ahead and do that. Alright, we can regen.
Yeah, regen-
We kill with the mechanical arm again and put the 1 in the healing crystal.
Yep, that seems pretty good. As we level up, the Short Circuit is going to get better.
It's gonna get much better, yeah. Reaching forward, Smile isn't usually part of it, it's true. Are we dead? Who knows?
Really makes you think.
It does. But I love how much strategy there's in this game. I love playing this game.
Yep, it's very, very fun to just go through and kind of like... The game presents you with what is essentially like a discrete set of problems that you have to solve.
Either one of these gets us through. It might want to be the pirate, because it's level 2.
Mm-hmm.
Might want the health to take on the...
Yep, pirate seems fine.
Kinda want to leave each floor at full health.
In an ideal world.
Oh boy. Alright, just in the Ultima Weapon.
Probably just dump that in the Ultima Weapon. Mechanical arm.
Rolling high. Well, he can't
Yeah,
actually.
he can't actually reuse the pirate hook there.
That's fine.
The pirate hook is actually really awkward for him. It's quite good for you.
Or plasma blast with the ray gun.
Yeah, it seems fine.
3 health or 3 ray gun? I feel like we're
he's
gonna
at-
get auto roll next turn.
Yeah, he's at 10 health now.
Or 50. I feel like I'm gonna hit him.
That's fair.
And if we can't kill him, we've got auto roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, do damage on round stats. We didn't actually get it there. We can kill him with these 2.
Yes. They
feel
probably
like
regenerate
you
here.
Regenerate.
The regenerate on the robot's really good because you kind of by necessity end up taking a lot of damage as the robot.
Yeah, you really do.
Turns just tend to be a bit longer, so healing becomes a better option. Whereas, like, the warrior can often just shit out damage and kill things, as can the thief.
Alright, nudge, spatula. Oh god, I don't like any of those.
Yeah. Good thing we spent all our gold on the last floor.
Yeah, alright, we can get some upgrades. Let's see what we can up. 4
Ray gun's
damage.
4
this
damage,
turn,
max 4, and reduce poison for funsies.
That's +2, which is actually really
Flat
that turns
damage
it
is
into
quite
a
strong.
broadsword, which is very strong.
That unlocks the 4 requirement,
Yeah, you
which
don't
is
have
pretty
to-
good.
yep.
Mechanical Arm removes the requirement, and Plasma Blaster also removes the requirement. The Plasma Blaster thing is good if you don't have other things to dump your stuff in.
Yep.
I do kind of like Short Circuit getting opened up here. I think it just opens our options a lot.
Yeah.
The flat damage from the Ultima Weapon's pretty good too, particularly on a jackpot.
I feel like I want the. Oh.
We're gonna
Right
get at
now-
least one more upgrade, it's worth noting. 4 is a lot, but 3 is kind of what you can usually count on.
Alright, Sorceress for the chest behind her.
Yeah, I think she's also slightly more dangerous.
Alright, we're gonna level up after this one. Roll high! Alright, Ultima Weapon. You really can't rely on jackpots when we really haven't gotten anything good for our jackpot build.
Yeah.
It's really disappointing.
Which is unfortunate. Jackpot is extremely a fun hammer build, and you can push towards it more. We just have not been getting super lucky about that.
No, we've been getting really unlucky. We haven't gotten anything.
To help that.
There's a bunch of
Frozen
shit that
is
helps.
actually quite good for the robot, because it guarantees you get a 1. Heal up with that one.
Yeah.
Ah.
Nice.
Oh, geez, we're about to just annihilate
we
her,
win,
huh?
yes.
Because that's 14 damage and then Lucky Shot kills her.
Yay, nice. Nicely done, nicely done.
And that's the payoff for a jackpot.
Yep.
If we could only get some more of those.
Yes, if we could make it more reliable. That's the thing about the jackpot builds. It kind of relies on
That-
shit like this.
It requires that, specifically.
Cheat code, hello, thank you.
I was really hoping that was what was in there.
What do I get rid of?
It might be the ray gun. Like, I think it's either the ray gun or the healing crystal, and I think the healing crystal has been a lot of value.
I wonder if it's plasma.
Plasma Blaster's a fair ask, especially if we're gonna be upping the short circuit eventually. Yeah, I think this is fine. Like, we can always throw things into the Ultima Weapon. And if you get a jackpot after you use the Ultima Weapon already, it's not the worst thing in the
Like,
world,
if we're
you know?
rolling low, we kind of want, you know, it's good for us. We love that.
Yeah,
if we're rolling
exactly.
high, the ray gun works.
Yep.
Anyway, no?
Yeah, I think that's fair. It's not. We're not leaving too much damage on the table, especially when 6s are useless for it anyway.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing about your equipment in this game. You really just want to make it.
13 is really good. This is like the tipping point. Cause,
Yes,
yeah, like
this
two
is where the robot
sixes.
starts to actually get decent.
Alright,
So if we cheat code, we make it just as likely that we get the jackpot as we get the overage.
rough.
You could also throw the 6 into the Ultima Weapon now, just for safety's sake.
Yeah, and like 3 in the ring.
Yeah, an interesting question.
I haven't had to look. Okay, so unlocks Keyblade, turn the dice. I think it lowers it down, by the way.
Yes.
Jackpot.
Yes, it does.
We'll see it. Alright, so you've got 6. Damage, turn the dice. So, yeah, I will
We
start.
did just get an auto roll.
Yes, excellent. Probably wins us.
Yep. And we got a 6 there. Oh, he's dead as shit. So yeah, you also start getting your power more as you go up.
Okay, we win with the ray gun and the mechanical arm.
Mm-hmm.
5 in the 2, so
We can just
regenerate.
get up to max health. Keymaster takes a little bit to get going.
Yes, if you let Keymaster go destroys you. If you can kill it fast, just fuck it. Alright, so onwards.
Yep, there was nothing good in the shop.
Like nothing. The chocolate cookie is 12 is just such an awkward amount. Alright, Direwolf and Handyman and Wickerman. We need to beat all 3 for the level.
Yep.
We only have a trick.
There's also a chest.
Direwolf is kind of the one I hate most.
So we might as well just kill him. Put that 1 in cheat code. 2 in the mechanical arm. Yes, it does do it lower. Now it's an interesting question. If you throw in the ultimate weapon or not. There's a 1 in 6 chance that we error out. Nailed it.
Alright, short circuit.
Yeah, let's see what the status we get is. Ha, the bad one.
Hey!
There we go.
Alright. Beautiful. So roll 1 more dice to be good with the mechanical arm. You make more damage. Sometimes it's just not more damage.
It's really when you need more actions that roll 1 more dice is good. Like mechanical arm is kind of marginal versus lucky shot for the 1 extra damage. But sometimes you just need another dice. Oh, we're not first.
No doubles good. First is very on the robot where you're trying. You can't even like not use something, you know.
Ultimate weapon
like
here.
Ultimate weapon.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. And I think we do just ray gun because that basically guarantees we win next turn. Oh man, we're so close. Well, yeah, get him down to 1. Hey,
we win.
Winner!
Woo! Locked. Goodbye.
And we locked 1 of the dice. Nailed it.
Woohoo!
All right, well that's pretty good.
That was good. That was good.
Let's trade our ultimate weapon for a spatula.
Yeah, let's do that.
I did that. I mean, it is the one we're not using, but
I know. I don't.
It's for a spatula that we're not using.
Yeah. All right, Wickerman.
Wickerman.
Leave the Handyman to last. Keep us in the chest. So we've always tried to do a jackpot. We've tried to do it a bunch of times in hard one. It's so difficult. You do really need, like, cheat code is good, but you need, like, a lot. There is something about cheat code that is really good that we haven't seen yet. Some,
Oh, I'm liking this. Dump that 1 into the cheat code. Probably the 4 in the mechanical arm, as sad as that is. 3 in the short circuit, or do you do the ray gun and then do the 1 damage?
Yeah, because the 1 can't really go anywhere else.
Yeah. You can recover a health. Frozen's good for him,
really
yes,
good for
because
him,
he wants high dice. That's the thing, there are some enemies that want high dice and some that want low.
Oh, there we go. Alright,
Doing the ultimate
probably
weapon.
just, yeah, lucky shot that.
And we did a buttload of damage to him. And we turned that 6 into a 1. Beautiful.
Yeah, didn't get to recover and he didn't get his bad. I feel like
The 6 goes in Ultima, yeah.
And then
Ray gun?
yeah,
It's about the same.
we were pretty.
It was if you had rolled a 2, you would have been able to use the mechanical arm and not the ray gun.
Alright. Okay, not quite Wicker Staff, so hopefully we can kill this turn.
Yeah, we're gonna have to auto roll the shit out of him
Yeah,
here.
auto-roll. We win with that.
Yep.
5, so generate. Healing.
Yep.
I'm gonna murder him.
Kablam. God, ultimate weapon does some fucking damage.
Yeah.
And it really is, like, I think a jackpot build always gets going further because you just get more auto rolls.
If the enemy roll is that, dice is locked. Okay.
I've never actually used that before.
No? We might as well, right?
Yeah, because we're leveling after we fight him.
Like, we only get 2 health out of the 7 health apple, but we're not getting any use out of it after fighting him.
See, I think the,
Oh, excellent. Something we haven't shown.
Ah, yes.
hate to do this with a 5.
I know, but hey. You will get your jackpot, and you basically just dump that 5 into the ultimate weapon with an extra 2 damage on it.
Mechanical arm.
I suppose that would have been a potential case where you could have rolled one more, because it would have activated Short Circuit.
Sure.
This is the Handyman's deal, incidentally. He combines his dice into better dice.
Yeah, we should have a look at him.
And he has a hammer, which, when you have a hammer, you love
Oh,
hammer.
I love the hammer.
Hammer is one of the best swords in the game.
We win with mechanical arm, we don't know it.
Yep. Enough.
Alright.
When you really get the robot going, they just start shitting out damage.
Ah, yes, this is the other decision which I'm still never sure is
I don't really know what's
good.
better.
I feel like heatsink. Reduces CPU counter by the amount to put 6 in, reduces it by 6. Increment +1, 2 uses this turn. That's probably permanent for that fight, I would say. It's rough. I never really know which one of these is any good.
Yeah. I feel like I've never taken increment though. Is
True.
the thing. Like when I look at these two in isolation, heatsink just kind of looks better, especially when you get ways to start doubling dice. We don't have them in this run, but you can, if you get a duplicate, it starts to get very silly.
It's very good with a mechanical arm. And
Yes, to help you roll more.
Because you roll a 6, you put that in. Like, that was just a free dice, you know? I can take this. We're never gonna use the increment or even, probably. Who knows? Do that over the healing crystal.
Potentially, we might have hit the point where we don't need the healing crystal as much. Like, we do so much more damage now. Not necessarily a guarantee, but...
Onwards. Alright, Kraken, last floor, so we have a very nasty one here. Kraken, Skelly Boy, Singer. Shotsman the Skeletons, we're gonna take him on second.
Yep.
Upgrade. Alright, well, we have to take on the Kraken. Now, like, who you take on in what order is definitely
Very important.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Okay.
Yeah, do we want to roll one more dice here to get the short circuit up? I think
I
so
don't know,
because
what
it's
are we
5
doing?
damage and a status.
Yeah, for this one probably with a 5, and it rolls another dice for mechanical.
Exactly.
You know, so I think that's more damage than the top.
Yes. Usually it's not the case, but sometimes you just really want to roll another dice.
Yep, and then we have another dice for
it's
more
even.
damage.
Beautiful. Wow, we just did so much damage to this fucker.
Alright, ray gun.
Yep.
Ooh. Teeny bit of poison on him too. Alright, he is going to...
Not curses.
Not curses, good, okay. Blind, but we can deal with that.
Important note about blind. You don't get to see your CPU counter.
But, yeah, so it's really awkward, honestly.
You can potentially put that into the heat sink to see if it's even. That was a 6. Okay. I think you might be able to go by sound, by the way. Not 100%, but if it's a really low dice, it only beeps a little bit.
The odds of us getting that far, I wonder if we want to...
Potentially. That was a 5. There we go, we worked through the...
11.
11, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, we win next turn. Oh, we are good. Get 1 lockdown. I'd rather not auto-roll if we...
Yeah, so like try to dump the first thing in heat sink. That is, I think, a 3 or a 1.
We win!
Hooray!
It's
This is outrageous!
Sleepeth below the upper deep.
I was way more OP in the past.
Alright, let's do the upgrade.
Quite a few options here.
That increases the jackpot range by 2.
Which is pretty huge, and may just be the thing we want to do.
I think we're just...
check the heatsink real quick just to show it. But, and this is a really good move.
This is also a really good one. Yeah, she could put a 2 in there, reduce it by 7. God, those are two good ones. That's honestly, like...
I kind of like cheat code because Ultimate Weapon does so much damage, and increasing the jackpot by 2 means that when you're in range of it, you almost always have a 50% shot of hitting it.
Alright, Skelly Man...
Yeah, he's kind of got the most damage potential.
He's got a lot of damage. He's got the shot behind him.
So we might as well auto-roll here and blow him up. Although, don't auto-roll immediately, heatsink this. Or don't. What do I know?
Or not. Alright.
We do get the 14 damage on Ultimate Weapon.
I think here again we roll a dice.
Yep. Again, we have another 5 there, so perfect. Yeah, 5-4 in the mechanical arm, 3 in the ray gun. Pretty good.
But yeah, you kind of want to reduce your sync to get more dice that way if you can.
Yeah, you kind of want to cheat out dice. It's really good with the mechanical arm and the short circuit, so try to get that.
Didn't do that much damage, but did hurt.
Yeah. We jackpot with the cheat code.
Yeah, we do.
Can't use the Ultimate Weapon unless we one more roll.
I'm just gonna do...
If you roll a 1 with that, it does 6. So actually, yeah, just in the Ultimate Weapon is better when we don't have a dice for it.
Yep.
This is probably the most one more rolls I've ever had. Also, oh, hopefully we can kill him without that.
I feel like a heat sink and auto roll. No, we played this a lot. I'd rather not, like... No. Whoa, actually, we might just win.
We win.
Yeah.
7 plus 4 plus 3. Yes, this is a fresh file.
Yes. From my Steam account.
Indeed.
Wait, on his Steam account.
Our main file.
Yep. Alright, oh, yep, I'm just
That's
gonna go ahead and buy that. Often the shop here will have that.
Yes, and it's quite useful.
Terrible, no. Buy. I mean, I suppose that can snowball, you know, add 1 each roll. It's kind of like the
fact that it's 2,
it's 2 slots is hard.
Is quite bad,
it's
though.
like the mechanical arm.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's quite rough. Alright, I'm gonna grab a health. I think... Oh, God.
They're both quite bad. Singer might be the more dangerous one. We can do a lot of damage to Crystalina before she really gets going. Alright.
So your Singer has
she does a
weaken,
lot of weaken.
Yeah, it does damage, weaken, max 4, then 20 for 12 damage.
Yep, so if she rolls high, she can do 12 damage to you. Oh, jump that in the heat sink.
Not a roll. Love all of that, thank you.
Oh, we got a 6 for Ultimate Weapon. Beautiful. That 2 in mechanical arm.
Yeah, I feel like, we want a lucky shot, I think.
I think so, yeah. I don't think another dice does anything for us. Or can go, I guess it's the same damage, short circuit versus ray gun. With the 4 and the 1.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. This turn just plays itself. I love this game because he makes so many decisions.
Yeah, and there's so many good decisions. Blind, I don't know how much blind affects AI, like, at all. See, it just put it in there.
I think it's like it tries dice and other things. Fine, I didn't want a jackpot anyway.
We sure didn't.
I know. Probably dump the ray gun, like both the 3 and the 5 in the ray gun here, right? Kind of, yeah, like we're only missing 1 damage there.
Yeah.
We could have gotten more. Well, taking 12 from her.
Ouch. She sucks, like.
Yep. If we can keep that auto roll for Crystalino, we'll be in really good shape. The ray gun getting hit is good. Yeah, because that'll give us short circuit.
Do we win with this?
I think we do. That 5 on the mechanical arm, 3 and yeah. It's also 5 in ultimate weapon and short circuit. Beautiful.
Okay, we're gonna be on like 28 health in Crystalina. We're starting on all rolls. How it goes?
Yep. Hopefully the auto roll kind of carries us here.
Bump plate. Do 1 damage, get a new dice value +1. That's definitely
You can kind of do some shenanigans with it, but it's one of those things that you really need a payoff for it to justify the equipment slot.
Yeah.
Like, equipment slots are so valuable in this game. It's why having the size of a weapon is actually OD.
Yeah. Alright, on the heat sink. And just auto roll.
So, wow.
Wow, that's...
Well, we're about to do 10 damage with
that's
mechanical
a
arm.
low dice. Alright.
Do we want one more roll for Ultima? Yeah, I think we do, because... Yeah.
I got 3 is more damage.
10 damage versus the 5 you get.
Alright, we got an extra damage on mechanical arm. But otherwise,
I'm not gonna be able to do anything with so many of these ones.
I know.
The 3 goes in ray gun, and then the 2 goes... We paid off for it with the whatchamacallit. Yeah, with the mechanical arm, so it's fine.
Can we do the weaken? That's pretty good. I don't actually know how that. No effect. Oh no.
Oh boy, we just bugged the
AI.
AI.
We bugged it. It didn't know what to do. It didn't know what to do about that.
Sometimes the AI will do something where you're like, well, that wasn't correct.
That was incorrect.
Put the 1 in the cheat code.
Oh, I should have done that. Oh no, that got us in.
With the 6, you might as well, just take your 16 damage
We
and
win
run.
and we heal after this, so...
Yeah, seems good.
Alright, on to the boss. I think we're on the final level, right?
Yes, we are.
2 extra CPU. Alright, our jackpot build might be happening, might finally be here.
Ultima Weapon and Cheat Code Plus are basically all you really need.
I love the thingy blade though.
The Buster Sword is fantastic. Okay, Oife was the one I was thinking of it for
so yeah,
our
the
previous
Buster
fight.
Sword means if you roll over, you can still do damage.
Yes.
And you will roll over.
The Buster Sword is more consistent. The Ultima Weapon is way bursty.
You can also still do a lot of damage with a robot without a jackpot build.
It's over, Dice Kid. Let's take a look at Oife.
Yeah, so she puts shield and then she bashes with shield and also has a broadsword on.
She rolls 5 dice.
So we'll see what shield finally does, and I don't really rate it.
And cheat code here. You could also potentially.
Well, the cheat code gets.
But I guess auto jackpotting is better.
I think so, yeah. Ultimate weapon.
You could just put the 2 in the
Short
mechanical
circuit,
arm.
5 damage. I feel like, yeah.
Starting with a ton of damage on her is good because she starts getting more and more armor. Aoife. Makes sense.
Yeah. Shield blocks incoming damage.
This fight is alright as long as you can do damage to keep that shield from building up.
I'm gonna heat.
That seems fine, yeah. Puts us out of range again and allows us to jackpot with the 3. Alright, do we do another roll to try to get something to the mechanical arm, or do we just take 5 damage of Lucky Shot?
I feel like we just take the 5 damage of Lucky Shot. So yes, what shield did is it took the incoming damage, so 6 damage was reduced, but you see it's now gone.
Yep.
It's not flat damage, and then flat damage, and lock dice.
Lock is fun.
Excellent. Okay, you can get rid of the shield she's using to, like, wanna bash with.
Wanna bash. Wanna smash.
Shields do carry over if you don't kill them,
Yes,
but
but they don't carry over between battles.
I feel like she did also used to do more.
Quite possibly, yes. Just outside of range of the jackpot again. That is one thing Heatsink does for us really well here. Alright. Well, rip.
Bye. Actually
Buster
worked out for
Sword,
us.
love it. I do wonder if cheat code is guaranteed to be in a later chest if you pick the Buster Sword.
Gotten cheat code basically every time.
I think
we played
so.
them, honestly. I worked very hard. You sure did, honey.
I can tell.
All
Yeah, like I
right,
think a lot of the
spin
chests
wheel.
are actually determined from a very small pool of items, whereas shops have a bit more variance in them.
Yeah. Yeah, you keep a good grip on that wheel.
Don't you worry. See, the big thing about Aoife is that basically, if you can't do the damage fast enough,
She starts snowballing. The thing is,
She'll snowball so fast.
Shield on you is so hard to
Yep.
get beyond like
Yep.
1 or 2 shield, and like the enemy will get rid of it.
most
and
shield items are also like
And,
2
like,
slots.
poison goes through it, so like if enemies have status effects, it goes straight through shield.
Yeah. In general, when you use shield, you're like not doing damage. You're not helping yourself win, if that makes sense. And that's not great.
You're just slowing the board down. And the next one we're gonna do next week is the Inventor. Alright, the Inventor. Oh, wow, this place is so cool. George the spotlights. The Inventor is definitely bizarre.
I
It
love her.
definitely goes from very straightforward to slightly weird, but mostly still
Straightforward, but
straightforward.
in like with a different win condition.
to like kind of wacky.
To kinda wacky, to-
this is rough. The Inventor is a whole new.
The big thing about the Inventor is like this game is very build based, where you get your stuff, you make your build, and you just ride that to victory. You know, you're trying to assemble the best gear possible to win. You're not allowed to do that with the Inventor.
No.
We'll see what that is like. We'll see why that is next
And
time.
the 5th one is even more of that.
Yep. Well, the 5th one, it is like you build a build. It's just much more complex how you do that.
But yes, they are now on this title screen. When you unlock them, when you beat their first one, they now
Yes.
appear on here. We have Warrior, we have Teeth, we have Robot. So next time we'll probably do 4 and 5, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
And then after that is where the game kind of actually starts being a bit more like Eternal, and things are gonna get
Tougher.
tougher. We're gonna lose some, win some. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be strategy. It's gonna be maths. Hope you guys enjoy more Dicey from us on Fridays. We've been enjoying this game a lot.
Oh, we love Dicey. We've been playing it off stream for quite a while, and we're super
months,
excited
yeah.
to just, bring it on stream now.
And just because, like, maybe when Eternal gets a new draft format that isn't quite as mean to us specifically, we might go back to that. But
We'll
for
see.
now,
For now, we're just gonna have some chill times
we're gonna
rolling
have some
dice.
chill times with dice. We'll be back on Sunday with more Tokyo Mirage sessions as
Oh, boy.
usual. We're gonna finish up chapter 5. We got to break the flow of that performer.
Into
we
the
might
egg.
finally be going to the egg. Actually,
Enter
we're
egg.
still not going to the egg.
No.
No, we're denying. We're gonna finish chapter 5, but we're still not gonna get to that egg. No egg for you. See you guys on Sunday. Hope you had fun. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.